I'm going to repeat myself a little bit because something. We won our last Defect run, so we're on a bit of a win streak. Yeah, 4 energy Act 1 fishing for high value cards makes a lot of sense. So you can take a common relic, a card remove, a rare card, or we'd swap for a boss relic. Swapping for a boss relic on Defect was the subject of considerable debate during the last round. So I'm tempted to do it just for science. But we do have access to random common relic, which would, I think, normally be my choice here. Defect rare cards are quite good, so taking 18 damage to choose a rare card is also nice. Kind of depends on how many elites we have access to. So we have a 3 elite path. I think the primary reason to consider 18 damage to choose a rare card is like if you only had access to 2 elites and you wanted another way to trade health for power in Act 1. But we have access to 3 elites, so I don't think this is super necessary. Man, I really don't agree with the Defect boss swap, so it's really hard for me to press that button. It just seems really bad. Hey First Dane, Redbeard has been trying to convince me for the whole silent run that Defect is good good boss relic swap. But I just don't like it. Alright, everyone is saying it's the best one. I don't know who's being sarcastic and who's not, but let's do some science. Oh, great. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate that. Okay, so we're gonna die to whoever has a multi-attack. This line has 3 fights, and then some elites. Let's do it. Okay. We get to kill this guy, which is nice, and then we block most of the damage. We take 1 damage, our first damage to Philosopher's Stone. We have to play Zap before Dualcast does anything, because we lost our initial one. Hey, Inabita. How's it going? And we get 3 strikes here. Okay. Sweeping Beam is okay. Gives us some extra AoE. Helps us end fights. Everyone's trying to convince me that losing Cracked Core is good. I'm just not I can't. It's not in the way. You can just like, unless you have like a loop or something, or like it doesn't matter which one's first, right? You're gonna have to evoke. You're gonna have to create 4 orbs to evoke it anyway. Or like, are you trying to set up like a dark orb that you're dual casting in the first shuffle or something? Like, what's the? I don't understand. Yeah, we'll take Sweeping Beam just for sentry safety. But I think my expectation for dual cast is that you're going to want to, like, you want to play 3 orbs before you dual cast anyway, just so that they have a chance to evoke before they, or to do their passive skill before you evoke them. Dude, everyone is so down on the starting lightning orb, but I'm a defender. I like you starting lightning orb. I'll pay 1 energy to get you back. Don't you worry. This is lethal. That's right, if we bottle and upgrade Zap, then we'll be back to where we started from, except now all of our enemies will have 1 extra strength because we clicked the bad button. Chaos is an opportunity to get... oh, that's true, yeah, if we don't upgrade it, that's fair. We don't get the extra energy either. Chaos lets us get that fancy dark orb in front that people keep talking about. Could also do plasma orb things. We have access to a claw. What does Philosopher's Stone say? So Philosopher's Stone says that multi-attack fights are really scary. That's the first thing it says. It says that we're going to take a bunch of damage to hallway fights, because they're going to hit us harder than normal. So we can't really afford the, like, set up a bunch of orbs, get a bunch of focus thing, because, like, normally hallway fights will do damage to you if you go for that kind of, like, slow setup-y build. But I think with Philosopher's Stone, you have a high likelihood to just, like, die to that. So I think Chaos is probably out, because Chaos is, like, we're trying to do some crazy stuff. The card. So I think it's either Go for the Eyes or Claw. Go for the Eyes is really good against specifically Gremlin Knob, because it's an attack that blocks, and Defect does not have access to a ton of those. It also helps round it down. Like, Go for the Eyes is good against people who have multi-attacks, and people who have multi-attacks are extra good. So Go for the Eyes is kind of extra good. Yeah, the concern about Claw and Go for the Eyes is we're a 4 energy deck, and if we start putting zero cost stuff in our hands, we might not have useful things to spend our energy on. We did pick a Sweeping Beam, so we have a little bit of card draw. If we add some cool-headeds to that, or maybe a Compile Driver, although Compile Driver is way worse because we lost our initial Lightning Orb, so sometimes it just does nothing. We could have a reasonable argument that we're drawing through the deck really quickly. We have a Fire Pot as well, so we're not super afraid of Gremlin Knob right now. Are we going to go to this shop? No, I think we're going to go to two question marks. Unless this is a Serpent, I guess. Let's do Claw. Claw is a plan, at least. Okay. We can upgrade our Zap, try to get our initial Lightning Orb back. Maybe we are removing a Strike right here. If we upgrade a Zap, we'll have 2 zero-cost cards, which makes me start thinking all-for-one thoughts. Yeah, if we have a Claw, we want lots of card draw, and if we want lots of card draw, then we want lots of zero-cost stuff. So I think getting a zero-cost thing here is pretty reasonable. Could be either Zap or Dual Cast. I think I'd prefer Zap, though, because we need to, like, consistently play Zap so that Dual Cast does something. Okay, that didn't convince me to go to the store, so I'm not going to. Useless Dual Cast. Womp womp. Yikes. Taking 12. Oh wait, no, we have lethal. Okay, alright, that time it helped. 4 energy. I can respect that. Second chance at Go for the Eyes. Storm is exactly the kind of card that I think Philosopher's Stone tells us to stay away from. It's kind of a dirtily set up card. It's going to get us killed in the hallway fight in Act 2. Go for the Eyes and Steam Barrier are both zero-cost things that both kind of block. Go for the Eyes is sort of a specialist at multi-attacks, as previously mentioned. Steam Barrier is... I feel like Steam Barrier is the card that I'm most frequently missing from my all-for-one decks. For some reason, Steam Barrier just, like, always eludes me when I want it. So part of me is just like, pick Steam Barrier. Maybe we have too many zero-cost things now. I think maybe the next card we pick should be something that draws cards. We, like, really need that cool-headed. But I guess I'll go for the Eyes. It's better than Skip, but not by much. Okay. Sure. A rainbow. Wow. Hey, that's pretty good when we got 4 energy. I don't mind rainbow. We're at almost full health, so we're definitely smithing. I think rainbow is like unique in Slay the Spire in that it's a card where it like usually gets worse when you upgrade it. I think rainbow plus is often worse than rainbow minus, which is just weird. Yeah, it doesn't exhaust, but you kind of want it to exhaust. You're like, okay, I got my 1 dark orb for the fight. Like, that's the main thing Rainbow's going to do. Or like I set up for my fission or something, right? But you really only want to do that once a fight. What's the other one? I mean, Claw is a terrible upgrade, but it does make the card objectively better, right? Just like, not by much. I don't know. Echo Form is such a strong effect that, like, maybe you were under, like, incredible pressure to block on the first turn you drew it. Like, maybe you drew it on, like, a multi-attack boss turn, but you really do need it in the deck. I think the Echo Form is probably usually an upgrade, but I do take your point. I think we're gonna go for the eyes here. It gets 2 weak, which is a pretty big upgrade. But a lot of Echo Form decks, Echo Form is the deck, right? I think if I have Echo Form, I'm building around it most of the time. Alright. Strength Sentries, very scary. Get that, see, this is one of those turns, and now we don't have enough things to spend our energy on here. Do we remove his artifact charge, or do we target one of the outside ones? I think we target one of the outside ones. The 4 damage is somewhat meaningful. So these are always happening. He's at 30. If we do 4 damage to him, and then a strike next turn, he's within fire pot range, so let's do that. Or the lightning orb to him, that works too. Let's do that fire pot. And I think we're not killing this guy before his next attack, so we'll go ahead and target this back one and see if maybe we can get to him. Lightning orb agrees. Looks like we're probably not getting to him, but maybe we'll get to him before the next attack. Okay. So we can kill him now. That avoids some whatchamacallit? Some dazes. It's really unlikely that we're going to draw dazes, though. We're doing 6 damage now and 6 damage before we shuffle. So the minimum damage before we shuffle is 12 plus at least 2 strikes. So we're doing like 18 damage before we shuffle. It's like almost guaranteed to be lethal. Although removing the artifact charges is also not going to be helpful. So I guess I'll finish him off just so that we don't have to block next turn. Okay. Well, that fight always hurts as Defect. It's a creative AI. That's the kind of slow, dirtily stuff we can't afford. Force field as well. Compile driver is way worse than normal because of this stuff. We don't have a starting lightning orb. I think we will still pick it though because we have a rainbow and we need lots of card drop to power through our zero cost stuff. A surprise fight. Okay. Let's see what Susan Given does first. Okay, let's see what the Toolcast does. That one, huh? Okay, I guess defend strike is probably the line. So defrag. These are all really good. I know I keep saying I can't afford slow to early stuff because I'm going to die to a hallway fight, but I love defrag. Defrag is so good. Second compile driver helps us draw through claws and zaps with our rainbow. Cold snap helps us develop frost orbs. They're useful for compile driver. Helps us get that dark orb to the front. Silent LOD, I think I criticized you for this yesterday, but you should not be looking for win con cards generally. I think it's gonna make your Slay the Spire play worse. I think our current win con is always killing the opponents, and currently our damage scaling is primarily coming from claw and long fights, not defrag. Yeah, Cold Snap blocks as well, which is pretty nice. We're at 26, probably resting here. Yeah, I think these are all better than Skip though. I wouldn't say any of these would be the wrong pick. I just think looking for win cons is probably not the right way of thinking about things. Let's go all in on compile drivers. I think that's gonna be fun. With the extra question mark before the fire, probably. Ooh, a big one. Pocket watch. Wow. Okay. So we were totally wrong to pick the compile driver. Apparently, pocket watch is how we're drawing cards. All right. Fair enough. We need to pick lots of expensive stuff so that we're only playing 3 cards a turn. Also, oh man, why do we have claws in our pocket watch deck? Oh my god. Why does this always happen? Okay. Maybe this is a card remove? Nope. I don't think we can afford to have a doubt. Actually, maybe we can. If we're only trying to play 3 cards a turn, having a doubt in hand is not that bad. Having a curse in hand is not that bad. Doubt in particular is kind of bad. We have to beat Slime Boss in a couple floors. No, we can't afford this. I think we need to rest because we need to fight elites because we need to find a way to win. Okay. We could Sweeping Beam to draw a card if we don't play Zap. Or we could wake him up this turn. Let's Sweeping Beam first. Sweeping Beam means we're probably skipping Zap. So I think I'll just play Zap instead. We're drawing a bunch of cards next turn with Pocket Watch, so I'd rather just have a guaranteed setup turn than draw 1 card. Rainbow wakes him up. Seems like a decent wake up. We don't get to proc go for the eyes, which is kind of a big deal. Rainbow Compile Driver does draw us Claw, and playing Claw before we wake up Lagavulin is kind of a mini objective. So if we play exactly Rainbow Compile Driver Claw, then we will have played 3 cards. Do we have hand room for that? We'd have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand now, so we'd go down to 7 and draw 3. Yeah. We're skipping Go for the eyes, but that's only 4 damage. I think 4 damage is worse than drawing 3 cards. I guess we're skipping strike too. So it's 10 damage versus draw 3 cards? Yeah, okay. Claw is always happening. Maybe this is a turn we're not proccing Pocket Watch. If we are proccing Pocket Watch, we're probably playing Double Defend here. Double Defend is actually pretty good, because we have passive block of 6. So blocking for 5 means we block for 15, take 5. Or 16, take 5. Okay. Pocket Watch is so weird. Alright, Go for the Eyes is going to block for a bunch. Yeah, I was thinking about that Dark Orb. Okay, this is always happening. And these two are always happening. Now, if we're proccing Pocket Watch, we stop there. If we're not proccing Pocket Watch, we can rotate the Dark Orb forward with Zap. We can draw a card with Sweeping Beam. That card could be Claw or Compile Driver. If we are not proccing Pocket Watch, then Compile Driver is extremely good. So we've got like 3 really good draws. Actually 4, Dual Cast ends up being really good too. So we get to Dual Cast the Frost Orb to block out. Yeah, let's do Sweeping Beam and not proc Pocket Watch this turn. Okay, Compile Driver's good. No Claw. Okay. We also missed the Dual Cast for this shuffle. Oof, we missed Dual Cast for next shuffle too? We needed to draw a Zap here. Zap? Oh my god, we did. Okay, wow. Cool. Peace Pipe. Well, we needed that last run. Peace Pipe would have been super good when we started with Fusion Hammer. There's a second Claw. I already have 2 Compile Drivers, so I feel pretty okay about that. Man, I really feel like the Claws and the Pocket Watch are pulling in different directions here. Tempest is excellent for having one card that does a bunch of stuff. A second Claw is going to scale up our claws twice as fast, which is like pretty important if we're trying to do claw stuff. It seems like we're trying pretty hard to do claw stuff. We've got a bunch of card draw from Pocket Watch, a bunch of card draw from Compile Driver, Sweeping Beam. It kind of seems like we're all in on that. The problem with that is if we want those Pocket Watch draws, we need to pick cards like Glacier and Tempest to keep us able to spend 4 energy on only 3 cards. But let's give it a shot. Okay, we need to find another elite. We're at 42 health. I think we're going to be okay. Probably have to rest again before Slime Boss, though. I feel like this turn is probably Go for the Eyes, Defend Rainbow. So we reduce his damage, block for 7, get the 4 passive block. So we end up blocking for 11. We reduce his damage by, what, 4? Oh, by 5. I want to play Compile Driver, but I don't know why. Okay, so I think we'll try and next shuffle dual cast him to death from Big Slime form and try to never split him. Which means we can't skip any orb thingies. Try and finish off with the claw here. And 3 extra energy. I did pick the second claw. Yeah, we need to draw back to Zap and dual cast, so we're going to stop playing cards. This deck is wacky. Ending with 3 energy. We did draw Zap and dual cast, so it worked. Okay, I'll take it. Streamline, that's kind of an expensive card. Also, sometimes fits into the all-for-one synergy group. Helps us split Slime Boss well. Beam Cell also is a 0-cost card. Once you get claws scaled up, does a lot of work. Or we could just skip, take Turbo, and really go for a lot of draw. And all these cards could fit in, I think. I'm not so sure about that, Red Beardy, because we have a 17 card deck. Assuming we're proccing Pocket Watch every turn, we draw 8 cards per turn. And so if we're playing, and there's 2 claws in the deck, so we're drawing like on average 1 claw per turn. So like, I feel like playing 1 card per turn in a long fight is quite a bit of damage, even without the all-for-one. Although obviously all-for-one would help. I think we're just skipping this. Okay, it's Gremlin Knob. I think we'll skip Go for the Eyes to get the Pocket Watch draw. It's just 4 damage, so. Yeah, it seems like this deck is either going to be proccing Pocket Watch or like very much not proccing Pocket Watch. So like last turn we procced Pocket Watch and that was great, but this turn I don't think we're going to. This turn I think we're playing both claws, the Rainbow, and a Compile Driver. And like maybe Sweeping Beam too. Are we playing Rainbow? What is the point of playing Rainbow here? Maybe we just play like both claws, Sweeping Beam, or Compile Driver, I guess. And then I think we just hit him a bunch. 18 damage to pass up 3 draws. Yeah, okay. I think I feel pretty good about 1 defend here. It's worth positive health. I think we're planning on winning next turn, so it shouldn't be worth negative health. And it still lets us get 3 draws. Okay. Recursion is worse than normal because we don't have our starting zap, although recursion is normally bad, so... We passed a beam cell in the past fight, I don't think it got any better. Barrage. I don't think so. Alright, we're at 12, so it looks like we have to heal. Yeah, I think recursion is just, like, always bad. I think I've picked a recursion plus before. If I play Compile Driver and draw Claw, I would want to play it, so I'm not going to play Compile Driver. So Strike. I don't think we can afford to skip Claws. I guess Rainbow uses more energy than anything else, gets the Dark Orb ticking. Both Compile Driver and not Compile Driver draw 3 cards, so maybe we just play Compile Driver here. 2 defense is okay for next turn, though, because we're getting attacked. So I think I'll leave it alone. Yikes. Okay. We might be going too slow to split him on the first cycle here. He might actually hit us again if we're not careful. We have 3, 6, 7 cards in our hands so we can draw safely. Next card is our 3rd card. Seems like Compile Driver next turn is good, so I'm not going to play Sweeping Beam. We do need to rotate the Dark Orb. And we can zap without splitting him. Does 8 damage, so we'll do 11 total. He'll go to 79. But we probably need to split him next turn. Three extra energy. If we do nothing this turn, he does not split. But we can Compile Driver and then like zap dual cast. We have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so Compile Driver is safe. Best case scenario, it draws like 2 claws and something else. If it draws 2 claws, we get 48 damage from this, plus 7 from this is 55. Plus 6 from Lightning Orbs, so 61 plus 11 plus 13, so 61 plus 11 is 72, plus 13 is 85. So that would kill him, that would be nice. Not super reliable, but... Okay, so if none of that happens, if we just do Compile Driver Zap Dual Cast, we're still doing 24 plus the 7, or sorry, 48 plus the 7, so 55. Still a good split, plus the 6, so 61 damage, he said. Splits at 18, that's a great split. We can Zap Dual Cast and still activate Pocket Watch next turn, or we can play some more cards and get a better split. I think I'm probably on team more cards, better split. So I'm going to Swooping Beam here, look for claws. Hey, we found one. Zap and Dual Cast are always happening. And then Claw, Strike is lethal. Cool. Hey, Mr. Wolfheart. Recursion seems good to you. Can someone explain why you avoid it? Yeah, so, okay. So the most important resources you have available to you in card games, one of them is fairly explicit, and one of them is sort of implicit. The explicit one is energy in this game, right? You only have 3 energy to spend, or if you do a stupid boss relic swap for a Philosopher's Stone, you get 4 energy, right? So you get an extra resource there, so that's nice. The resource that recursion is not very good at is cards. So you only have a certain number of cards in your deck. Each one of them is fairly expensive for taking up that valuable card slot. So you need to think really hard before you add a card to your deck. You need to think like, is this actually improving my win percentage in like particular fights that I anticipate currently being difficult? And if the answer to that isn't like a resounding yes, then you shouldn't pick the card, because it's going to prevent you from picking another card later. And recursion just doesn't do enough with that card slot to be worth it. Now, as Redbeard is pointing out, that is not true if you have if you're focused on particularly dark orbs. It's okay with plasma, I guess, but plasma orb decks are typically doing meteor strike stuff, so you don't really need recursion. But if you have a deck that is like, if you have a dark symbiosis, is that what the relic is called? Somebody help me out with that. The relic that makes you start with a dark orb in play, then recursion is like a totally different card, because if you can get a dark orb to the front and then recursion it back to the back, it stays huge, right? So if you get a dark orb built up to like 50 damage, and you can get it to the back, then you can like rotate it back to the front and evoke it again, and that's bonkers, right? As soon as you can do that, that's your plan for killing the heart now. It's a bad card outside of its niche, but it's a total build around in that niche. So just like, you have to identify if you're likely to be in that niche, and if you're not, it's a bad card. Hey, there's an Echo Form. Echo Form does not like Pocket Watch at all. Echo Form and Pocket Watch are big enemies. But it's still Echo Form. And, you know, they're not like... We can use the Pocket Watch to draw the Echo Form and then ignore the fact that we have Pocket Watch for the rest of the fight. Which is kind of what it feels like we're doing anyway with the claws. We're like trying to figure out how many turns we proc Pocket Watch, and then we're going off with claws when we can't. So this deck is already doing the like delicate balance of card draw and Pocket Watch activation. And Echo Form kind of makes that even more extreme. Echo Form makes our claws proc twice as much. It's not quite as good of a claw card as All for One. It doesn't like give you all your claws back, but it does let you scale them twice as quickly, which is nice. Or a first order approximation of twice as quickly, if you're playing each of them twice. Echo Form is just also one of the best cards in the game, and we need some more expensive stuff so that we're like, even okay, so here's a turn. We could do like double claw Echo Form, right? That's a turn in which we're activating Pocket Watch, we're developing part of our game plan, and we're, you know, doing some zero cost stuff, right? One of those cards can be Go for the Eyes or Zap, right? There's some zero cost stuff that we want to do. So it seems like Echo Form is filling a lot of niches. We could also just be like Echo Form, Defend, and a zero cost thing. So I think Echo Form is great here. I mean, it's usually great, so it's not a surprise. Runic Pyramid is scary with Pocket Watch. I don't think we really need that. If we're retaining our hand and then only drawing 3 cards, our hand is going to be full after 2 draws. Velvet Choker is kind of interesting. If we're already building around Pocket Watch, then you're kind of building around Velvet Choker too. So that's something. It does make us a 5 energy deck that can only play 6 cards a turn, and usually only wants to play 3 cards a turn, which is a very odd place to be. Sozu is an option too. These potions are not particularly good, but we do have 3 of them, so we'd have a couple of bullets left in the gun. You say not taking Pyramid here feels weird. Why is that? I mean, Pyramid's really good, obviously, but like it's not... It doesn't particularly combo with like Claws or Echo Form or any of the stuff we're doing. We have so much card draw that like, what are we doing with the Runic Pyramid? You're probably right, though. Yeah, Pyramid is so good. So, okay, so I think the way this deck evolves if we take Pyramid is like, on the first turn, we proc Pocket Watch, right? We play 3 cards out of our 5-card hand, go down to 2 cards, and then we draw 8, right? And we have a full hand. And then from then on, we're like playing 5 cards a turn. And having Runic Pyramid keep 5 other cards. it seems like we can pretty much completely take control of a fight very quickly with that plan. So I think it's between Runic Pyramid and Velvet Choker. Velvet Choker is pretty harsh with claws and an Echo Form, though. Because we're going to want an all-for-one, but we can't all-for-one and Velvet Choker. All-for-one's also extremely good with Runic Pyramid, because you can hold it until the perfect moment, and then hold all your zero-cost cards while you shuffle, and then get all the zero-cost cards in the bottom of the deck, and do silly stuff like that. So I think it probably has to be Runic Pyramid. But I do enjoy Velvet Choker Pocket Watch combo shenanigans. We're just not built around exactly that little area. Okay, the champ. We could probably fight a Mega Elite. Seems like we're fairly strong. I guess if that Mega Elite is Strength Book of Stabbing, we'd probably die, because he has extra strength, and then he'd get extra strength, and then he would multi-attack us to death. So maybe that's not a good idea. We have some money, so we should probably go to a shop. This is the only available early shop. It's also on a path with several question marks. Question marks are really good in Act 2. So are we okay with going here and then there? That's true, we do have Peace Pipe. I sort of forgot about Peace Pipe. Yeah, how do we hit lots of fires? So if we go through this area, then we could do extra fires here and there. That means we're doing one elite in the act, which is a little bit scary. If we want more elites, we can go left and fight 3. Get a really late shop. And no early question marks. It seems wrong. We can always choose when we're here to go right and fight a second elite. Or go left and fight a second elite, I suppose. So I think we're going to plan on going on the right. Okay. Probably playing Echo Form Defend this turn. We could Smoke Bomb this fight. I don't hate Smoke Bombing Shelled Parasite. He is gonna hit us. We're kind of afraid of birds though, because we have Philosopher's Stone. So in the back of my mind, the Smoke Bomb was hitting a bird. But we can only block for 10 here, and that would mean we're skipping Echo Form. So I think we just Smoke Bomb immediately. Okay. This makes the shop a little bit worse. I guess we could just take the Shame and then get rid of it at the shop. It costs 75 gold to do that, as opposed to 85. So I'm not really sure if that's worth it. Let's just buy it. Meat on the bone. Okay, well now fights like excuse me. Now fights like Avocado are a little bit less threatening. Vampires, very weird little section here. We just got a meat on the bone and then immediately got offered bites. If it happened in the other order, I definitely would have taken the bites. But now that we have meat on the bone, I'm not so sure. We've already removed a couple of strikes, so I think we transformed one into a rainbow, but we would end up inflating the deck by 2 cards and losing 22 max HP. We also lose a little bit of current HP. Would take us down to 49. I think we say no to bites. I do love being a vampire robot. I think Defect has one of the best bite interactions. But the reason that Defect has good bite interactions is often because Defect is able to, like, pause fights by going up to, 6 orb slots and 5 focus and a bunch of frost orbs. And that's not the kind of Defect we're playing. So I don't know if bites are even particularly good. So I think we're going to turn this down. I think we're still planning on going to the store. We could take an extra question mark instead. On a very similar path. But we really want that all for one, and stores are a way to get it. Oh, here's the birds. We have offended them by wasting the smoke bomb, and now they're coming for blood. Jeez, they're hitting for 36 on turn 1. What a bunch of jerks. We have some pretty good potions for them. Do we actually kill them with these potions? So if we get 3 thorns, then each one of them takes 18 self-damage, and then we could do 10. So he would kill himself, and he'd be at 1. He'd be at 2. So yes, we can go for the eyes of one of them and claw the other one, and they all die. So we block for 10, and they hit us for 36, so we end up taking a net 22 because of the plated armor. Net 22 puts us to 34, which is just south of our split point with the meat on the bone. So I think we're going to do that. Oh wait, we take less because of the meat on the bone. So I think, or because of the go for the eyes. So I think we're actually not going to play go for the eyes because we want to take pretty much exactly that much damage. So we're going to kill them with a compile driver claw instead. Which is a little bit weird looking. We're going to drink this one. We don't actually have to drink the other one. So we won't drink it yet now, but we'll probably drink it next turn. Unless we can kill them with no resources spent. I'll definitely take it if we can. So currently we would take 7. So Explosive Potion is saving us like 7 plus health. Explosive Potion is pretty good against slavers. I take 1? Why is that? Oh, right. Thorns. Good point. Okay, well, it's definitely it's worth more than 1. So we will, thanks for the sharp eyes there in chat. Appreciate it. Rainbow dual cast is lethal. Alright. That went well, I suppose. There's a steam barrier. Not 100% sure that's good. I think we probably skip it. We don't have basically any block, which is scary. And Steam Barrier is block that's compatible with a 0-cost synergy deck. Or not just compatible, but synergistic with that. I really want a Cool-Headed. Why have I never been offered a Cool-Headed? Where's my Cool-Headed? I think given that we haven't been offered very many good defensive options, I will take a Steam Barrier. Unceasing Tap is here. It does seem like potentially a card we could use. Yeah, I was thinking about the Go for the Eyes Plus. I sort of assumed that it wasn't good because we already have one, and we have Runic Pyramid, so we can generally line it up where it needs to be. But you're right, you should have thought about it more, probably. A lot of good relics available, a lot of good stuff available. So Panacea is here, if we ever find a Bias Cog. It's not really a Bias Cog deck, but we have Runic Pyramid, so it's like, we can kind of just do that whenever we want. Orange Pellets is also part of that little package. Orange Pellets is probably better than Panacea, but it also costs more, so that's something as well. We could like Orange Pellets card remove. Horncleat is also here. Horncleat's great. Is Defrag good in this deck? Am I missing something? We have, like... We don't have Crack Core. We do have Zap Plus and Rainbow, but, like... We don't generate any Frost Orbs. I mean, I guess it activates Orange Palettes. Seems like that's the main thing it does. I'd rather take a card remove than a defrag. Actually, we can afford both, huh? So 163 plus 75 is 238. 238 plus 42 is 280. So yeah, we'd have 4 left. I mean, I would love more Frost. Either like a Glacier or a Cool-Headed would be super welcome. But we don't have any now, so I'm not sure it's correct to build around it. There's also more Compile Driver available. Equilibrium is kind of funny with Runic Pyramid. We could also just like buy a bunch of potions. I mean, Orange Pellets is almost always good, right? Like, we already have the Echo Form. Defrag is even if it's only comboed with Rainbow, it's still good. I don't see any line here that's better than Orange Pellets Defrag card remove. Horncleat is good though, but I think it almost has to be Orange Pellets card remove, and then we have enough for Defrag, so we might as well buy one. It's free. Okay, we could toke a card, we could upgrade a... what? Defrag, probably? I think I like toking a strike better than upgrading defrag. We could rest. Takes us up to 67. That is fairly healthy. We don't have a ton of potions, so we don't have a lot of resources for this fight. We're kind of depending on Echo Form Claw actually working. Yeah, let's thin that deck out. I don't want to start getting caught in my hand with Echo Form, or sorry, Runic Pyramid. So bad cards are especially bad. Uh-oh, the Slavers. They've come for me. Okay, so there's like double defend Rainbow. Probably don't want to use defrag because we can purge debuffs with it, which we may need to do. We can't purge the net because we won't be able to play the attack to get out. But we can purge weak and frail and vulnerable. Or it's just weak and vulnerable, right? This ends up blocking for 10 plus 2 plus 4, so 16. So we end up taking a bunch of damage. 21 damage, I guess. Losing 2 plated armor. But we draw 3 cards. We could Rainbow Defrag, look for something better. We could draw Echo Form, though, and that would be bad. Presumably. How are we killing Red Slaver before we die? Yeah, this is going to be tough. I think Rainbow Double Defend is the only way to start, but it's going to be a rocky one. Lightning Orb trying to help us out. Appreciate that. Alright, we've got Sweeping Beam and Explosive Pop, but I don't think we're getting there on Red Slaver, so I do think we're going to get netted. Can we ever Dark Orb him? Zap and nope. We can go for the eyes to debuff him. and hold defrag, dual cast, and an attack for next turn to get a bunch of Frost Orb block. Oh wait, no, we can't attack next turn. We're going to be vulnerable and we're not going to be able to purge it because we're going to have a net. This is a nightmare. Crap. Okay, if we play a bunch of cards and then we compile driver into claw and compile driver and use this compile driver to shuffle and we draw another claw, do we ever get enough damage? If we defrag and dual cast right now and both of them hit him, he takes 16 plus 3 is 19 plus 7 is 26 plus another 7 is 33 plus a 5 from the next claw is 38 plus a 7 from the claw after that is 45. There's a little bit of flex in there. We could miss one of the claws and make up that damage with like sweeping beam and strike and go for the eyes. But we do have to hit the defrag dual cast and they both hit him, or actually just dual cast and they both hit him. I think we could miss one lightning strike too if we get both claws, or if we get triple claws. So there are ways to kill Red Slaver this turn. Alright, let's see what Dual Cast does. Because maybe, I think we could kill Blue Slaver too if we end up doing max damage. So let's see what the damage is. Not impressive. We'll go for the eyes once to go on Blue Slaver anyway, so maybe we just go in on him. Or maybe we try and stop here. No, there's no point in pocket watching. We're retaining all these cards, so we don't need to think about that. We kind of want to go down to 5 cards in hand at the end of the turn. And I think we're going to compile driver, so we're going to want to play a lot of zero-cost stuff. We have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand now. Compile driver is only drawing 2, unless we zap first. So I guess let's zap first. Okay, we did draw the claw and the other compile driver. So we can play both claws and then compile driver for shuffle to maximize our chance of drawing a claw off the shuffle. That is also going to draw the Echo Form and we're going to lose it. I think that's something we're okay with. I don't think we... I don't think it's possible to play this fight. Let's back up for a second before we pull the trigger on that plan. If we play 2 claws, that's doing 3 and then 5, so it's 8 total, plus 7 is 15, plus 4 is 19. We're out of energy, so we can't play more attacks after that. Plus the top deck claw that we're talking about is going to be 7. So 26 damage, 26 plus the explosive pot kills him. So top deck claw does get it. There'd be 2 claws out of 10 cards, and we're drawing 1, so it's a straight up 20%. Yeah, I don't see another way to do it. Okay, alright, I'll take 20%. Zap. Does that do anything? Blocks. Alright, this card's going away, that card's going away, so we have 3, 6, 8 cards that goes down to 6 cards, so we have to play at least 1. Zap blocks for 3 net. Steam Barrier blocks for 6. We're going to want to play Steam Barrier at the very least. Currently blocking for 11, and they're hitting us for 15. we'll go ahead and zap now. With the zap now, we do have a slight chance, it's a 1 in 9, of 2 lightning orbs hitting the slaver, so we will go ahead and throw the explosive pot out. Okay. Alright, we can't do anything fun, because we're netted, but we can play 4 defends. Wounds are extremely dangerous in this fight, because we have Runic Pyramid. I guess we're playing at least 3 defends, so we'll play 3 and then consider. So they're hitting us for 30, that one's easy to calculate. And we're walking for 16, yeah, I can't see a world where we don't play the last defend too. Okay. Okay, so dual cast plus claw kills both the outside too. That's nice. We could double claw him. Or actually we could sweeping beam claw him. And then dual cast kills him and does 26 to him. I think we have lethal. Yeah, okay. We got there. Pretty challenging fight. Does the deck feel like it wants a 3rd claw? It definitely feels like claws are pretty important. We want to be able to play 5 cards a turn, and we have 4 energy. So sometimes it's important to have some 0-cost stuff. I think that does want a 3rd claw. God help me. Okay, ancient writing, huh? Could upgrade all these strikes and defends. We're about to remove the last strike, though. Probably removing the last strike here. So maybe we're just going to remove an extra card from the deck. Are we going to start working on removing the defends? Is that even a good idea? Yeah, I literally don't know. This is a struggle for sure. Also, we did just get strike dummy, so like maybe we're keeping this strike. We could upgrade it, right? It would do 12 damage if we upgraded it. 12 is reasonable damage. With Echo Form, that's 24 damage. It's an 1/8 of a heart damage cap. Presented in the most optimal possible light. Yeah, we could remove the strike here and then rest. But we have 2 campfires upcoming, assuming we're not going to either of these elites. Yeah, maybe we remove the strike here, then we rest, and then we go fight this elite. Although resting just doesn't feel that appealing with meat on the bone. Yeah, upgrading all the defense seems really nice, though. Because, as I mentioned previously, getting bad cards with Runic Pyramid feels extra bad because they feel just stuck in your hand forever. Getting a bunch of defend pluses alleviates that a little bit. So I think we just upgrade them all and then remove the strike with the fire. Eternal Feather, wow. We're really getting a lot of use out of those campsites. Hey, Deep Zleet, thanks for the follow. Are you elite? Are you a Z fighter? Are you trying to say sleet, but you have an accent? I don't know. Lots of questions. I mean, Eternal Feather's like a premier relic, right? We have to take that over Sapphire Key, so I will, but it makes me a little bit confused about what the plan is now. Okay, so I think we're toking that strike. and then trying to win this fight without taking any damage. It's Snecko, which seems like a bad thing. We're going to play 3 cards. Those cards are going to be these ones. That puts the Dark Orb closest to getting into it. Oh, I am 1 over. That's true. I want to take 1 damage. Alright, let's see if Snecko can give us the 1 damage we crave. Why is he doing 19? Oh, right, because it's normally 18, but he's strong. We have a 1-mana Echo Form in our hand. That makes me feel pretty good about myself. We can purge the Confusion debuff by playing Echo Form, Claw, Defend, or something like that. Maybe Echo Form, go for the Eyes, Defend. Reduce some of the damage. We are going to be stuck with a 3-mana Defrag and a 3-mana Defend in our hand forever. As well as a 2-mana Claw. Okay. Oh right, triggering Pocket Watch was useless there. I should have just played the Claw. Okay, so this maybe is our turn when we take 1 damage intentionally. If we defrag, we take exactly 1. We also get defrag out of hand. Oh, crap. Now we're taking 0 because I forgot about Echo Form. Oops. I guess I'll Compile Driver to do damage. The card draw is not relevant because Pocket Watch is never going to let me draw cards again. Get Steam Barrier just to get it out of hand. Seems like I might need Steam Barrier in the future. Right. I have to play cards to draw cards. Should have played the Zap last turn. Okay. So we need block this turn. So we will accidentally do that again. So we're currently blocking for 19. Okay, so this is 1 block off, right? Right. So let's do that. Let's take 1 damage. Okay, now Mate on the Bone is active, so we never want to take damage again. Let's do that to reduce damage. God, I keep forgetting about Echo Form. How do I keep forgetting about Echo Form? It is in the deck. It's not even like a randomly generated Echo Form. Oh yeah, double dual cast probably wouldn't look cool. I think it might still be, actually. No, it's not. These block for 16, that blocks for 6, that blocks out. So at least we're not taking damage, but then double dual cast will be lethal next turn. Okay. Kind of rocky, but we ended up getting exactly what we wanted. Took 1 damage. 4th claw appears. Surely not, right? But maybe? It does mean it so that we... What are we doing? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Kaka? I don't... like... Right? Maybe? We could remove all the non-claw cards from the deck by going to more fires. Is it time to start removing, like, compile drivers? I think it is. I think compile driver is the next on the list. Maybe sweeping beam. Or we could go fight an elite. Maybe fighting an elite is better than removing a sweeping beam, because this store is kind of useless. Seems like a good Echo Form turn. I'm sort of tempted to go for the eyes and explosive potion. We need to do 21 damage to Centurion so that Mystic starts healing. And go for the eyes. Explosive potion does exactly that. But I think I'm going to hold it for when he's actually attacking. Okay, we have Echo Form. I'm not forgetting. We could double defrag Rainbow. It's pretty exciting. We need to find a way to block for 19. 2 defense does that. We don't need to worry about playing 3 cards anymore because we have Runic Pyramid and our hand is full. So we kind of just want to play 5 cards. Or end the turn with 5 cards in hand, rather. We currently have 10 cards in hand. It's a full hand. So probably we're going to play like 2 to 3 cards that cost energy and then like 2 to 3 zero cost attacks. I guess 2 cards that cost energy is 2 defends. So we can like double defrag, double defend, and then play 2 claws. Yeah. We either want to take 0 or 12 damage in this fight. Pretty much exactly those numbers would be ideal. I guess we could play double claw. I was kind of assuming double defrag is like the best defrag target, but currently we don't have any orbs, so maybe that's not useful. We could get the claws going. How long have I been playing this game? I don't know. I was introduced to it when it was in open beta by some friends at Blizzard. And I think that was fairly early in its like open beta life cycle, but I don't honestly remember when that was. But since I was at Blizzard, it was probably like 2018, 2017. So that's a very vague answer. Sorry. Thanks, Jordan, for introducing me to this. I don't know if you're watching. Probably not. You never know. My hours are not accurate because sometimes I leave the game on overnight, but it says 3,036. But that's at least puts a cap on how many hours it could have possibly been. That is a lot of hours. Redbeard is only at 800 and he's like way better than me. Okay. Let's do the double claw. That seems like it's more obviously useful than double defrag. Okay, so we probably want to play a 5th card because we want to draw 5. So I think that card's going to be Rainbow. Okay. Okay. Double Claw here is starting to do quite a bit of damage. Double Defrag is also nice. I think it's going to be Double Claw. Let's zap to clear out some hand room and go nuts. Let's see. We could get some defense out of hand. We could play Defrag to get that out of hand. We could play Sweeping Beam if we want to draw more cards. There's 3 claws we can draw. Yeah, I guess let's just go off with claws then. Next claw kills him. Yeah, cool. Okay. Well, those claws are hitting really hard now. What do we want to get out of hand? I think I'll play a Defrag and a Defend. I think this is working. I think this is the kind of claw deck I've always wanted to be. This is lethal by like many damages. I think the balance of zero cost cards is just right. I don't want to put any more zero cost cards in. I think we're done. So we're not adding Go for the Eyes. I don't think we need Leap. Stack is pretty fun with Runic Pyramid. You can get it to block for 20 pretty consistently. Do we need more block? We've got just like a Steam Barrier for block and a bunch of defend pluses. Alright, I think Stack's in the deck. Sure. Go for it. Okay. Well, this is what we saved the Explosive Pot for. Pretty important we play 3 cards this turn. We can't kill Mad Gremlin unless... Oh wait, yeah we can. We have 14 damage guaranteed and then Explosive Pot. We're never going to find a better turn for Explosive Pot. Do we play the Zap before or after the Compile Driver? I think we actually play the Zap in between the Compile Drivers. We're going to draw 8 cards. So we want to end this turn with 2 cards in hand, exactly if we can manage it. Ascender's Bane exhausts, and we're not playing Defrag, so we want to draw exactly 1 card. So we're going to play Zap in the middle of the 2 Compile Drivers. This turn is actually not the best one for killing a minion. That seems like a weird opinion. Can you explain that? Oh, sure. He is attacking, that's true. I think the primary reason that I want to kill a minion is both because this is the only way I can actually mitigate damage this turn, and because it starts with 1 strength, but future minions will not get 1 strength, because Philosopher's Stone only applies at the beginning of the fight. Defend is kind of weird. If we play Defend, we're giving up a bunch of card draw. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so he's hitting us for 21. We're blocking for 4, so we're taking 17. 17 is more than 12. If we block for 8, we're taking 9, which is less than 12. 12 being relevant because of the meat on the bone. And we're at the perfect max meat on the bone healing point. It's going to be pretty difficult to take 3 damage in the fight. If we pause him at 9, or if we pause the damage at 9. I don't really believe in our ability to, like, completely control this fight. But I think I do believe in the value of drawing 3 cards. So we're going to take 8 damage to do that. Is that crazy? We could play Defrag and Defend here. We could get both of these out of the way. But then we're only drawing 5. We really, really want to draw Echo Form next turn. He can't multi-attack twice in a row. So we're almost guaranteed to have a free turn next turn because Shield Gremlin doesn't attack either. So drawing 8 cards seems really important. So I am going to skip. No Echo Form. Sad. Okay, he's summoning dudes, so we could get rid of the Shield Gremlin now. Charge up our claws a little bit. Probably want to play 5 cards. I think that means, like... maybe we save one of the claws for... No, we've got another claw coming. So play all 3 claws, probably. And then play 2 energy costing cards. It's probably like Rainbow Defrag. Because they're the most expensive. Do we have 10 cards in hand? 3, 6, 9, 10. Yes, okay. So 2 claws go to you. 1 claw goes to you. And then... Okay. He's not multi-attacking, so this is a good turn for Echo Form. Probably gonna hold this claw so that we can dual cast it later. Actually, maybe not, because we want to play 5 cards if we can. And clearly the only way to do that is going to be to play both of the 0-cost cards. Can we kill this guy? So we do 9, 13, 19, plus 4? No. I guess dual cast technically does more damage than sweeping beam. Alright, let's see what dual cast hits. Maybe it hits him. Oh, okay. It did. Sure, I guess. And then we'll just Suckle go for the eyes. I didn't target Shield Gremlin because the next claw kills him. Although I suppose the next claw might be dual casted. Okay, we have Echo Form up. If we double zap, we put the Dark Orb in front, and we develop a couple of Lightning Orbs, which do damage. That seems okay. Alternately, if we play anything else, we could play single zap and then Compile Driver draws 3 cards. But it seems like our main way of drawing cards is playing 5 cards every turn. So I'm not super concerned with that. So let's get that Dark Orb in front. And I guess draw some cards. There's a claw. We're getting a bunch of claws next turn, so we don't really need that now. 11 plus 13 is exactly enough to kill Shield Gremlin, so if I claw once and then Compile Drive and get another one, that is perfectly efficient. If you know anything about me, it is that I'm going to try and do perfectly efficient things every time I can. We drew back to dual cast. Probably want to wait until this is ticked up a little bit more, or until we're forced to take some other line. I think we're just going to play 2 defends now. We've kind of got too many in hand. Actually, wait, we've got 3, 6, 9 cards in hand. So if we play 1 card, then we draw exactly 2 claws and stack blocks for the maximum amount. And then we can shuffle with every claw in the graveyard. 3, 6, 9. So we'd have to play 1 card. I also kind of like that because it feels efficient, right? We only play... we only waste 1 defend. Okay. Alright, he's still not attacking. He just doesn't like attacking anymore. He's over it. I think it's time to start clawing him in the face. We are going to have to remove these gremlins if we want dual cast to hit him. Or we could just use dual cast to clear the gremlins, I suppose. But let's do the double claw first. We can just claw Sweeping Beam to kill that one. And we shuffle with all the claws. Got a claw back. Let's see. Do we ever like infinite this? If we remove a couple cards, it feels like we could get into a place where we're like playing 5 claws a turn and then drawing 5 claws a turn. It's kind of a weird idea. We could claw overkills him by 14, but then we get to dual cast, hitting him for 50 some. 54. If we do 54 damage to him, then he goes to 27. 27 is 1 dual casted claw. I think that makes it so we can guarantee lethal next turn. Okay. Don't have to tell me twice. Yeah, I think that's guaranteed lethal now. No, we could draw 4 cards that aren't claws, so we have to play 1 more card. Okay. Wow, what a wimpy Gremlin leader. Only attacked once. I'm pretty suspicious of Dead Branch here. We have a pretty thin deck. Rainbow Exhausts. Anytime you have Runic Pyramid, Dead Branch is, like, not necessarily a friend. Yeah, I think just getting Dazes and, like, the Void and the Heart Fight, I don't think we want Dead Branch here. So I think we're skipping Dead Branch. I think we're skipping all these too. Rebound is kind of cute, but, like, yeah, if it was just Rainbow, I think Dead Branch would be fine. I'm mostly worried about, like, I guess we can't fight Chosen anymore. Oh no, one of these two fights could be Chosen. But mainly, like, the Heart fight that has, whatchamacallit? This stuff. So Rebound is cute with claws, and, like, normally claw decks want rebounds, but we have 4 claws. Like, we don't need rebounds to draw claws. We just draw them. So I don't think we want rebound here. FTL is kind of fun. It's a 0-cost attack. You can Echo Form it to draw lots of cards. I don't think we need to do that. So I'm going to skip the Dead Branch. Alright. This can definitely be a big test. This fight can be pretty hard. It's kind of 2 lines here. Either we play 3 cards, or we play Rainbow Compile Driver and try to do a bunch of stuff. It would probably end up being Rainbow Compile Driver Double Claw, which plays 4 cards and draws 3. So we would end up at 4 cards in hand. I think I'm not going to do that because Echo Form. We probably want to play Echo Form next turn if we draw it. Is this an Echo Form fight? Maybe this fight's too fast for Echo Form. Alright, I think we're just going to do Claw, Claw, Rainbow. So the deal with Transform is not usually that Dual Cast is so strong, although there definitely are situations where Dual Cast is strong, particularly Dark Orbs or Plasma Orbs. The main reason that you don't remove Dual Cast is because strikes are much worse. Strikes are a very inefficient way to turn cards and energy into winning the game. So they are almost always worse than Dual Cast. But you're not wrong. Like, Dual Cast is worse than most of the cards you're adding to your deck. So it's not a good card, but it's just better than Strikes. It's the only reason it gets saved. Yeah, almost always getting rid of Strikes is correct. So if you ever have, like, a Transform or a card remove available, and you have a Strike in your deck, you probably go for the Strike. There are situations where you can't do that, like if you're playing Silent and you're about to go fight an Elite and you don't have enough damage, removing a Strike can kill you. So you might want to remove a Defend in that case. It's possible that removing Neutralize is correct too, but it'd be have to be a strange situation. Okay, got a full hand. All right, is it full? 3, 6, 9, 10. Yep. So we should play 5 cards at least. We have a Compile Driver too, so we're probably just playing all the cards we can see. Steam Barrier feels efficient this turn. Let's go for the eyes out of here too, so we can draw some cards with Compile Driver. Alright, do we play Echo Form? So the end of the turn would be like Echo Form Claw. We end up with 6 cards in hand, miss 1 draw. We block for 12 and take 7. If we take 7, we go to 35, which is exactly where we want to be. It's where we want to be at the end of the fight, though. This is not necessarily the end of the fight. But it might be. We might never take damage again once we develop Echo Form. So I think we'll try it. Okay, we've got Echo Form up, so Claw is doing 9, then 11. That's 20. So we can kill this Skulltus with it. He's also weak, so he's kind of not exactly the priority. We could double Sweeping Beam. That's also an option. Does 12 AoE damage. Doesn't stack Claws up, though. Double Dual Cast. Good question. So blocks for 10 and then kills him and does 18 to him. Seems great. We could also double stack. That's technically an option. Block for 14. Kill him with a Claw and a Sweeping Beam. Oh wait, that doesn't actually kill him. That does 15. I guess Claw and Compile Driver does kill him. Did I say 20? I meant 10. I may have multiplied it by 2 twice. Because lots of things are double dual cast. Dual is just another way of saying double. Actually, stack is never correct. Double stack is never correct, because we would just double defend if we want the block. Blocks for more. I think I'm going to go with double dual cast. Seems like it does a lot of damage and blocks. Can we kill him? He's at 28. This does 9. So that would put him at 19. 12. 6. And then we could draw something. Let's see what we draw with Compile Driver. Okay. That should do it. We'll save Go for the Eyes, because we can, so we'll develop Defect. Actually, I guess Go for the Eyes gets us an extra card draw next turn. And it still applies the weak next turn. I think we're planning on killing him next turn, so we'll just take the extra card. Maybe it's a Claw. Claws are good. They're all Claws, hooray! Okay, we did manage to pause the fight exactly there. Pause. It's not really a pause, we managed to sprint through the rest of the fight as quickly as possible and end at the point where we hadn't taken any more damage. I think we're no on another Compile Driver. Yeah, no more Compile Drivers, thank you. Claws the fight, nice. Yeah, I think we're skipping these. And I think we're removing another card. We got our max value out of Meat on the Bone and Eternal Feather here. I guess if we remove a card, we're removing a little bit of Eternal Feather value for the next act. Redbeardy has gone from saying Echo Form is of potentially negative value to suggesting it being upgraded over the course of one stream. I love it. Maybe we upgrade Defrag. We've just got that one shot at a Frost Orb and a Dark Orb. Yeah, I mean, I understand your reasoning. I just think it's funny to be on both sides of that debate with yourself. I think we're removing Sweeping Beam. I think that's the best thing we can do to the deck. Maybe upgrading Dual Cast. Get an extra 0 cost thing if we need it. Nah, let's get rid of Sweeping Beam. Feels really bad. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, upgrading Rainbow is good specifically for champ fight. I think we're more of a claw deck than a recurring rainbow deck, though. By the time you're redrawing the rainbow, aren't your claws doing like 20 damage per claw? Go for the Eyes is probably happening here. So we're probably playing 3 cards, and if one of those cards is Go for the Eyes, another one's probably Defend, and I guess Zap. Last card's a bit of a wild card. Dual Cast is useless, but we could play it. It's allowed. Defrag, I think we probably want to dual cast? Maybe that's not true. I guess Zap does damage. Get him. Okay, this is a good turn to purge debuffs, and we have Echo Form, so let's do that. And what's the skill gonna be? Maybe we're playing Steam Barrier and Claw here. That would give us 5 cards in hand. I don't particularly like playing Steam Barrier and not getting block out of it, but we'll do it. Okay. I think it's time to start dual casting Claws if we can. Looks like we have plenty of opportunity to do so here. And I think double Defend is happening. I think we're going to save Defrag until the next time we need to purge debuffs. We could double Compile Driver to shuffle now. Or we could save the Compile Drivers to actually do stuff with Rainbow next turn. We can just play Dual Cast to get it out of hand. Go down to 5 cards. I think I like Compile Driver Dual Cast. I like this deck because it's very much playing its own game. We like mostly ignore what enemies are doing, which is just fun. Double Claw is happening, and I'm tempted to purge debuffs, but he's about to apply more, so I think we'll purge debuffs next turn. So we'll just play the Rainbow now and get that ticking. Maybe Stack was a mistake. It's never felt like it's better than a Defend Plus. Maybe we should have taken like a Leap instead. If we dual cast, we get the Dark Orb a little bit closer, but not like meaningfully closer. We're most likely going to end up pushing it with Lightning Orbs. It also makes Compile Driver a little worse. Yeah, I mean, you say that we're going to have a larger deck, but I'm not sure we will. We might actually have a smaller deck in Act 3 and 4. We have a Peace Pipe, and we're pretty highly incentivized to use it to get a thin deck. So we might actually end up with like a 15-card deck or something this run. With 10 cards in hand, so Stack's max value is like 5 block. That's true, we do need solid block. We need to find a Glacier is what we need. Would love to find a Glacier. I think we're just... What are we doing here? I think I'll get the Stack out of hand and a Defend. Alright, Double Claw again I think is probably happening. Looks like I should have purged the debuffs last turn. Oh wait, no, I'm purging debuffs this turn, right? Okay, so we have to choose between Double Claw and Double Defrag now. It's gonna be Defrag, Claw, Zap. We have a lot of copies of Claw. We don't need to be doubling it every turn. We only have 1 Defrag. I think let's go for that one. Okay, so we've purged debuffs. Now we can block. We have 8 blocks. If we get 8 more, we block out. Do we want to draw these 3 cards? These 3 cards all cost 0. So we can compile driver, play the 2 claws to get all the claws in the shuffle, and then compile driver again. More claws. Yes. Okay. We need to get down to 5 cards in hand. So we'll spend that one, and then I guess both claws. We're gonna draw more, so it'll be fine. We'll have one to dual cast. Or to whatever. Echo form. Alright, now comes the attacks that we can't block. And we need to start thinking about when we're splitting him. If we double claw, I think we split him now. Seems like that's pretty okay. If we still had the sweeping beam, we could draw specifically that 1 claw, and then we could play both claws and shuffle. Yum. But we can't do that anymore. Alright, I think I am on team double claw. So he's splitting now. We have 3, 6, 8 cards in hand, so we can compile driver safely. And go get some more claws. Excellent. Keep me updated on your clawgrass. We could zap dual cast as well if we were looking for lethal. I think that would be looking for lethal in all the wrong places, though, because we're not getting that. Okay, so let's dual cast this Frost Orb. There's 2 claws in here, so we're going to be hitting from him for, like, 100-ish from claws. So maybe we are getting lethal. Currently blocking for 7, 11. So we need 10 more blocks. So I guess I'll just play 2 defends. And then set up for dual cast lethal next turn. And I'll play stack just to draw a card. Okay. Looks like we got a perfect champ fight. So that's nice. I was thinking we were just trying to preserve health, but no. We were preserving dignity as well as health. Okay, none of these cards do the claw thing. They don't block either. Electrodynamics is good in Act 2, but we just finished Act 2. So I think we turn them all down. Core Surge does exhaust, so it doesn't increase the size of the deck. And it could be good if we find a bias cog, but we already have orange pellets, so what do we need you for? Alright, let's skip it. Nuclear Battery makes our compile driver better. It makes it easier to play the Echo form at the beginning of the fight. We could Pandora's Box and throw away all our defend pluses, get a bunch of random garbage, and then lose, because we can't play it with Runic Pyramid. We have a surprisingly short relic bar. Normally your relic bar should be like here at the end of Act 2. Now it's here. Slaver's Collar and Nuclear Battery are both kind of inconsistent, but they're inconsistent in very different ways. I think we're actually more afraid of hallway fights than elite fights. So Slaver's Collar is great in elite fights, obviously because it only works in elite fights. And then when in elite fights it has no downside. But in hallway fights, Nuclear Battery is really good because we can like get a bunch of, we can like set up really quickly with the extra energy. It seems like a lot of the time though, we are trying to spend only 3 cards on the first turn to proc Pocket Watch. And Nuclear Battery is like, now you have 5 energy to spend on those 3 cards, which is kind of unnecessary. It also makes Rainbow free, which is just fun. None of these are particularly good. Maybe we take Slaver Scholar just because it's good during like the end of the game when you're fighting 2 Act 3 bosses and then the Act 4 elite and then the heart. And it seems like we're probably getting there. We don't really need energy that much though, is the problem. I guess we do. The more energy we have, the more we can like draw and turbo and do stuff. Do we have problems with like Reptomancer or Nemesis or something weird? No. Nemesis should be easy, Giant Head should be mega easy. Reptomancer is probably the hardest, but Reptomancer is usually the hardest. I don't see anything that makes us particularly weak. We do take a second to set up, so we might not be killing daggers on turn 1. I think that's probably the weakest one. We're not very good against like shapes. We're pretty weak against shapes. Actually, I think we're probably trying to do Dark Orb stuff against Spikers. But I do think Dark Orbs are going to be good enough to win that fight. So we don't particularly need to pick Nuclear Battery just to try and like. Okay, so we're bad at shapes, but we're not bad at killing the Exploder or the what's the other one called? Repulsor. We're bad at killing only Spikers. And we don't really need Nuclear Battery to help solve that problem. So I think it is Slaver Scholar, but like by a nose. It's a close one. Alright, Time Lord. I was a little bit worried about that. Draft. Okay. Seems sketchy. I mean, I think you can outscale Time Lord with claws. But we're going to need to find a Glacier to pull this off. Mega Elite is fairly late, so we can choose our starting anything. Yeah, anything that leads us to either of these 2 places, which is everything, gets us there, so. Lots of extra fires over here on the left. We do have a Peace Pipe, so extra fires are useful. I guess there's extra fires here too. Actually, this is a bonanza of fires. Look at that. Are we like super looking for fires, or are we just like casually looking for fires? I think we're just casually looking for fires, but we do find a lot of them. So it looks like we're going like to this shop, to a couple question marks, through this fire elite little segment, get an extra fire here, and then go do the mega. Okay. Okay, here's the shapes, as promised. Seems like we're taking some damage. We're probably going to spend most of the act between 35 and 47 getting meat on the bone things, so I don't think we're too afraid of taking a little bit of damage here. So Echo Form's always happening, and then Defend to block some damage, and then I guess Claw to clear out some hand room. So that we can draw 8. Alright, we have Echo Form up, never forget. Claw does 12, Compile River does 14. Dual Cast is useless. We get double Steam Barrier, or double Defend, I guess. Double Defend blocks for 16. If we double Defend, are we getting there fast enough? I guess if we just play 2 Defends and a Steam Barrier, we're blocking for 16, 22. They're hitting for 24. I guess we're blocking for 25, so that seems good. So we can fit in a double claw here. And then double Defend, Steam Barrier. Dazed is going away, and helpfully not giving us a Dead Branch proc. That would be bad. We are currently drawing 5 cards, and we have 5 cards at hand, so we could just not play the compile drivers, but if we do play the compile drivers, we do damage with them. And we might care about energy economy and damage next turn. Okay, so you get double clawed and triple clawed, which kills you, I believe. So 9 times 3 would be 27, and then it's plus 6, so it ends up doing 35. Yeah. Oh no, I was wrong. Crap. Does Go for the Eyes affect the explosive damage? Does it count as an attack? It says not attacking, and he's just got an explosive effect, so my expectation would be that weak does not affect his damage. So he's hitting us for 30. We're killing the other guy. We should have killed the repulsor. I'm actually going to restart the fight, because I made a math error. We should have killed the repulsor here. Okay, and we're going to try and repeat everything up to that point. Wait, that's not how I started. I started with a defend. Darn it. I was like, that's too much damage. So we were able to fit in a double claw here, and then we defend, steam barriered. And then I think we did nothing. Oh no, we played both compile drivers, that's right. Okay, so now that we know that we can't kill him, why can't we kill him? It's 9 plus 11 plus 13, so it ends up being 11 times 3. So why isn't it 33 damage? 9 plus 11 plus 13, right? What am I missing here? Why does this do 31 damage? How is 31 a possible number? Did both of the first ones do 9? That would be 9 plus 13. So it would be 18 plus 13 is 31. Oh my god. Echo Form doesn't work the way I thought it did with Claw? What? But, like, what's the math here? Like, how am I messing this up? It should be 9 plus 11 plus 13, which is, like, 33. Why does it not kill him? I guess I'm literally going to repeat this fight, get to the same point, and then make the same mistake again to see, like, what the problem is here. Because I'm here again, and it doesn't look like a mistake. It looks like it should kill him. So this, okay, so this, if it does the math wrong, it does 18 damage. If it does the math right, it does 20 damage, right? Because it should do 9 plus 11, but I think it might do 9 plus 9. So if it does 18 damage, he'll be at 14. If it does 20 damage, he'll be at 12. Yeah, he's at 14. It says the right number and does the wrong damage. Oh my god. That's unbelievable. Okay, wow. Today I learned, I guess. There might need to be a forum post about that one. That seems wrong. Okay, so we did a double claw, 2 defends, steam barrier, and 2 compile drivers. Okay, so we're back here again. Do we use a duplication potion? No, it's not. I mean, I've played Echo Form Claw so many times that I should have noticed, right? It's not. Maybe it's not a bug. It really seems like a bug, but I don't know. If it's been doing the wrong thing this whole time, I think it's up to me to have noticed. I don't think I can just... That's unbelievable. I can't believe it's like that. Actually, even if we retarget, I'm pretty sure we just don't have enough damage, right? No, retargeting wouldn't be fair, because I didn't know exactly what I was going to get in this hand when I got here. There were other things that could have gotten me there. Even if I just, like, drew a zap. I think it's fair to retarget. We actually can't even kill Repulsor. Man. This is such a surprise. Okay, alright, how much damage are we taking? So, we're gonna use... Go for the eyes on Repulsor. We're gonna, like, double claw Repulsor, go for the eyes Repulsor, and then claw on this back Exploder. And then we're gonna take 30 plus... So it scales correctly. It, like... the claw after the double claw will do 13. It just... the first two will both do 9 damage. Yeah, because it's doing 18 plus 13 damage, which is 31, which is why it's one off. Crazy. And then I guess we defend dual cast stack. So we end up taking not too much damage. Okay, so now we want to get to 35 if we can. Which means we're not going to play Zap or Rainbow, because they both do damage over time. So we're going to let him punch us as much as he wants to. Let's see, what's his damage? 14? So we want him to hit us once. And we want to have 9 block. How do we get 9 block? Probably like stack and steam barrier. So steam barrier is blocking for 5. We don't want stack to block for 4. So we need to have 4 cards in the discard. So we need to play 4 cards. Well, we can't get the Frost Orb without playing Rainbow, and Rainbow kills him over time. Oh wait, we have 2 block from this. Shoot. So those block for 7, so we can only play 2 cards. We want to play exactly 2 cards before we like stack Steam Barrier. Actually, yeah, you're right. We can just play Rainbow Steam Barrier on his attack turn, and then we block for 9. Yeah, it seems like the way that it actually works is it, like, finds all the cards that are named Claw and increases their damage by 2. And it doesn't count the Echo Form copy as a... But the Echo Form copy does say the correct damage on it, which is so wild. Alright, so we're just waiting until he hits us. Okay, there we go. So 14, we're blocking for... Wait, does this work? Oh yeah, we're blocking for 9 with Steam Barrier and Ring Bump. Okay. Crap. Okay, we've already blocked for 9. We did it perfectly. Let's see. So we end up blocking for 11. Nope, we fucked it up. The dual cast. Crap. I would presume Duplication Potion works the same way, and like, if you had a Snecko Eye and a Necronomicon, I would also presume that works the same way. Okay, so I guess we're gonna not take damage this turn. And we're gonna wait and set it up again in the future. God, this is so annoying. Okay, so we're taking 3 damage this turn. Do we try and take 2 in the future? Is there any way we can like do damage to ourselves here? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be easy to take fewer damage in the future. Okay, so he's going to be attacking for 14. How do we block for 9? I guess we just block for 8. Okay, so we'll just block for 8 next time and let him hit us for 6. Okay, so we're going to dual cast to waste the Echo Form, and then defend the block for 8. We end up blocking for 10, which is too much. Damn it. Maybe we can draw back to stack. Yeah, let's plan on getting stack. So we'll just defend here. And then we need to get past some cards, so I'll defrag as well. Okay, we found stack, so that's blocking for 5. Good God. Okay. So, if we can make that block for 5, this block for 4, and this block for 2, and that block for 2, then we're getting there. Okay. So we just have to do something that doesn't kill him. Twice. I don't know what that thing is, though. Nope, there's nothing we can do, but we can use the dual cast on that doesn't kill him. And Frost is blocking for 3. Shit. Alright, I'm done with this fight. Screw you, Repulsing. That's fucking wacky. So the wiki knows. I don't know. I still consider that a bug, though. That doesn't seem right. Do we want more claw action? We'll get a 5th claw. Have a cool 20% of it, 25% of the deck be claws. No, I don't think so. What about chill? Chill costs 0? No. This is, yeah, I am thinking about that 20th card, breakpoint for Eternal Feather. It is only 3 healing, so it's not, like, mega important. But we are going to a lot of fires. I think we're skipping these. Okay. There's a preserved insect we could pick up. That would help us with that elite and this elite and the Act 4 elite. That would be nice. Vajra would help our claws each hit for 1 more damage. Panache actually is pretty triggerable. We also have orange pellets, so Panache gives us an extra way to remove our debuffs. We could even buy Hyper Beam, theoretically, since we have the orange pellets, so we could like Hyper Beam and then purge the focus down. Although one of our powers is a defrag, so those kind of fight each other. maybe that plan is not a good idea. We can't quite afford Preserved Insect card remove. I think the next card remove is dual cast, is that right? Maybe stack. There's no Glacier here. There's a Charge Battery. Charge Battery is not bad. We could take Cauldron. We have 3 open slots. We could do Cauldron card remove. I think I like Cauldron card remove. We're already really good at elite fights, especially with the Slaver's Collar. And we're just good in all long fights because we have Echo Form and Claw stuff. So I think I am going to do Cauldron card remove. Okay, no whatchamacallums. Fruit Juice, which is kind of what you're looking for here. Regen Pot's great. So is Flex Pot. These ones are kind of bottom of the barrel. Gambler's Brew can help get us out of trouble if we get like a bunch of wounds in hand. So I think we'll grab that. And we'll card remove a... We could remove the Rainbow. Maybe Rainbow's worse than dual cast. But Rainbow helps charge up the compile driver. Getting rid of dual cast. Okay. Got that buggy UI going on. Alright, let's go fight an Act 1 boss. Oh, falling. Uh-oh. There's not much left to cut in this deck. I guess I'll lose the Steam Barrier. It's not super useful. It's not the next card I would have chosen to remove, but I guess it's not too far off. I don't want to lose a Claw or an Echo Form. 14 gold red mask? Yes, please. Okay. Alright. Ideally, we can take 5 damage in this fight. 5 is the number. We take 4 right now. That makes the 5th one extremely hard to take. Oh wait, I always forget about plated armor. So defend blocks out. We want to play 2 more cards to get down to 2 cards in hand. I guess those cards are both compile driver. Maybe the next card remove is a compile driver. Doesn't seem super necessary. Okay. Echo Form defend blocks for 12 and we take 5, which is the perfect number. Okay. And then we're playing a bunch of other cards just to clear out hand room. We have 3, 6, 7 permanent cards in hand, so we want to play 2. Play Zap Claw. Okay. We might be double defending. Double defending, which blocks for 27. It's a little bit overkill. Maybe a little more than necessary. We could just play 2 regular defends and a stack and get the double claw instead. I guess we're also blocking with Go for the Eyes, so let's double claw. It seems like we have room. And we can just play 2 regular defends. This is Stack's time to shine. This is the max block Stack can get. We have 5 permanent cards. Burn does discard at the end of your turn, even though it doesn't say it does. Which is weird because that makes it inconsistent with Wound, but whatever. I guess we can play Rainbow too. Get that Dark Orb stacking. Oh, I should have played the Claws, because now they're skipping a shuffle. That's a mistake. We have 4 Claws in a row. The first one's going to hit for 18. And then 31 plus 15 is 46. A little bit off, but we can finish with Go for the Eyes and get a perfect, the known value. Okay. Now I've incorporated how it works into my thinking. Cold Snap? Is that how we block? We lost our whatchamacallit? The thing. Steam barrier. Hey Jose, yeah, this is an extremely claw deck. This is like the uber claw. I think I will take a Cold Snap. Neat. And do we toke or recall here? We're getting really down to the bare bones of what we would even toke. I guess it's Compile Driver, I think is next. Maybe a Defend, it's time to go. This is a tricky one. We could just recall here. Don't hate that. I think I'm gonna toke or Compile Driver. Oh yeah, definitely. That's 100%. We're trying to keep this deck as claw dense as it can possibly be, so that we can play like 6 claws per turn. Okay. Alright, we want to play 3 cards this turn. One of them is going to be Defend for sure. I mean, it's always good to keep your deck as thin as it can be, but often that means like a 30-card deck and not a 15-card deck. Max block is Defend Rainbow Defrag, and that also plays exactly 3 cards. I think I like it. Still take some damage, not too much. Okay, no Echo Form yet. We do have Go for the Eyes, which blocks a significant amount. Probably trying to play 4 cards this turn. We have Go for the Eyes and 3 Claws, so we can just do that, play only 0-cost stuff. Max block is Cold Snap, Double Defend, Stack. I suppose Zap as well. We want to get as many cards in the discard as possible for Stack. He's hit for 24. Do we need Max block? If we evoke this, that's 6. The other one is 3, so that's 9, plus the 2 defends. 16 for 25. 25 plus is already more than 24, so we don't really need a super optimized stack here. I believe this is his second multi-attack in a row, so he actually can't multi-attack again next turn. But I think it could be the big attack. So we're going to draw exactly 4 cards and try to have an optimized stack available for if we need it. So setting up the max block for next turn is this, I think. We want to keep 6 cards in hand, which is all of the current cards. Yeah, so currently blocking for 25. And we need to keep all these cards. Okay. He is not attacking, which means we're free to Echo Form him. We want to get down to 5 cards in hand by the end of the turn. I think that just means we play all the claws and then Compile Driver to shuffle. Really? I think the hardest fight in this act is generally accepted to be Reprimancer. By Slay the Spire Scholars. I'll keep a Claw so that we can... Oh wait, there's no point in dual casting a Claw next turn. He is going to be intangible next turn. So I'll just let it go now. Sometimes Giant Head is the hardest. I've definitely had runs where Giant Head was the scariest, but I think Giant Head is scary in runs where you're going to have trouble killing the heart anyway. You would think double stack is nice, but unfortunately we have a 17 card deck and a runic pyramid, so we frequently have 10 cards in hand. So stack is very rarely blocking for as much as defend. We can like set it up to be better than defend, but currently it's worse. Alright, so it is the big attack. So we're almost certainly going to double defend. So let's start with that. And then toss in some more defends. Let's see, max block from here is going to be like Cold Snap, go for the eyes stack. I guess let's go for the eyes in and see what he's hitting for. 34, blocking for 23, so we only need a little bit more. Guess we'll go ahead and stack on him. Maybe we just take one. Thanks for the follow, Manly73. Wait, is this Scott Manley? Is that ever Scott Manley? Do people in chat know Scott Manley? It seems like the appropriate date of birth and name. Manly73, please confirm if you're Scott Manley. Huge fan of all the Kerbal Space Program content out there. I think we want to get claws in the next shuffle, so I'll spend 2 of them. Why did we remove dual cast instead of zap? Zap sets up for pile driver. Actually, we didn't. Oh, we did remove both of those. I don't know. Is zap way worse? What? I don't. What do you mean by Google makes you ask if it's Manly versus Manly? I mean, yeah, Scott Manley, the like rocket enthusiast. I don't know if there's other Manlys out there. Manly. Oh, was he born in 72? Oh man. Maybe he's just trying to throw us off by saying 73. Maybe 72 was taken by the other Scott Manley. What a cryptic emoji. He's neither confirming nor denying. Alright, fair enough. Keep your secrets, Scott. Okay. Interesting. December 31st, 1972. I'm surprised there's that much information on Scott Manley on Google. I mean, obviously he's a celebrity to me, but not like a... My dad is somewhat famous. He like wrote a bunch of books about baseball, so the term famish is very useful for describing the sorts of people who have like are extremely famous but only in a specific niche. So if you're like a rocket nerd, obviously you know about Scott Manley. But like if you're somebody else, you're like, what? Who's that? So my dad is like that, but for baseball nerds. Famish. Cold Snap blocks out. Does not draw an extra card because we already have 5 in hand. Does some damage too. Does 1 damage. I don't know. I guess I'd rather not take 1 than take 1. Puts the Dark Orb in front. Alright, back to multi-attacks. I am guessing we can block out this turn without needing a double defend, so we'll go ahead and double claw him. We can fit it. And then let's go about the business of blocking. Okay, so that blocks out. Blocked for 19, he's hitting for 18. Gotta get down to 5 cards in hand. I think that means we're gonna claw. Okay. We can double claw this turn. Doesn't do much damage, but it does stack up our claws a little bit. We're probably killing him with the next set of claws. So we might just keep this one around to do 23, 23, 27. I guess 23 plus 23 plus 27 is not quite 93. But with the Dark Orb available for Evoke, it seems like we're probably able to get there. So we just need to worry about blocking out this turn, and I think we're getting there next turn. So 5x Defend, I think, is probably going to be enough with the Go for the Eyes. Is that enough? Blocking for 41, he's hitting us for 34 plus 6 is 40, so yes. Oops. Okay, so double claw and then zap kills him, right? Or triple claw. So it is 23, 23, 27 is 77 damage. So that leaves him well within the Dark Orb's range. Okay. See, we got a Zap Lethal. Best card in the deck, clearly. Energy Potion is probably worse than all these. Hey, there's a Cool Head. Well, I picked this Cold Snap assuming that I was never finding a Cool Headed, but there it is. I guess we could remove the Cold Snap. I think Zap's probably next card to move, as Redbeardy keeps pointing out. Zap is not great. I think Defrag might be on the list in a bit. Assuming we're going to keep getting our deck thinner, but we're considering taking a card here, so maybe we're not getting it thinner. If we don't take our card here and we have 2 card removes... Actually, I think it's probably irresponsible to use those both for card removes. We'll probably use one of them for recalling. How did you break 4 windows as a kid? I think I broke 1 window playing baseball. Soccer ball. Yep, that'll do it. Are you more likely to break a window with a soccer ball or a baseball? It seems like if either of them comes into contact with a window, it's pretty likely to break the window. I think soccer ball is more likely to have a glancing blow with a window. 4 windows in one day is a reign of terror. That's gonna get the moms of the neighborhood up in arms. Yeah, baseball, almost any contact with the window is going to break it. They're a little bit denser, I think. I think we skip this. We're not having too much trouble drawing cards. And we skip the energy potion. I guess I'll take a frozen egg. We're really unlikely to ever use it, but there's no downside to skipping. There's no upside to skipping. Okay. Let's go ahead and take that recall now before we find out what the relic is. Oh wait, we're probably skipping this relic, huh? Yeah, Omamori is unlikely to be useful, and we need the Sapphire Key to go to Act 4. Okay. So now we're going to get one last toke. And I think it's going to be Zap. I think it's your time, Zap. We can't go to that shop, because then we'd skip the Mega Elite, and then we wouldn't win. Or at least not in the way we try to win, typically. Gonna play 3 claws, that gets us the Pocket Watch draw, leaves us at 2 cards in hand. That's our classic turn 1 strategy here. Cold Snap Defend blocks out. We ideally want to go down to 5 cards in hand so that we draw a full hand. And in order to do that, we need to play some more stuff. That goes down to the 5-card hand. We could spend some energy developing Defrag here. I think I like that. We also got some debuffs off. Neat. Alright, empty frame for Echo Form. We can go ahead and get another Frost Orb. And play the claw, just draw a card next turn. There's going to be plenty of claws there, so don't need to save it. Alright. I would love to double claw, but it seems like we need some safety. We're blocking for 10 passively, so we need to block for 26 with cards. That sounds like 3 defends. So we actually can double claw. Okay. Okay, so we're blocking for 26 currently, is that right? Yeah. I don't think the stack is gonna do it. Oh wait, we could draw the, go for the eyes and hit him with that. That should reduce his damage pretty significantly. He's still hitting us for 1 though. Which I guess is worth the card. Okay, clearly going to be double claw this turn. There's more claws in here, so I'll go ahead and spend another claw. And then the last card, I guess, will be the rainbow. I kind of like having frost orbs better than I like having random orbs. Maybe rainbow's the next card remove. Actually, we're probably not getting any more card removes. We might have to rest here. That's gonna be it. Nice gold. Oh yeah, excellent. Okay, sure. I mean, these cards are all useful for blocking, so it seems like a good idea to just keep them in hand. I assume we can block this out. Maybe we can just kill him. Yeah, we clearly can. Okay, cool. Alright, is Skill Pot better than any of our current potions? I don't think we're taking any of these. Skill Pot versus Gambler's Brew? Maybe versus Flex Pot. No, we have the orange pellets for Flex Pot. That has to be good. I think it is better than Gambler's Brew, though. There's no more fights that do wounds. He does slimes. Don't need that could do dazes. Actually, I guess Repromancer does wounds too. This could be Repromancer. Yeah, I'll just keep the Gambler's Brew. Could be scary. The Surprise Shop. Okay. A Defrag Plus. It's quite a bit better than regular Defrag. Okay. Alright, it is a giant head. Metallicized giant head. I think if I were gonna pick my my Mega Elite here, I think it would have been Metallicized giant head. The 8 block is basically nothing. And yeah. Giant head is probably the easiest one for us. Cold Snap Defend blocks out. We're already down to 2 cards. We could save the claw, but we don't have to. I think I will just because it's better on a turn when we have a lot of slow triggers. We're not getting that this turn. Alright, looks like an Echo Form to me. And then I guess a bunch of claws. Sure. And we're still drawing 5. We could play Defrag. Yeah, the Runic Pyramid makes it feel really consistent, which is generally a problem for claw decks. Also, the Pocket Watch has been huge for forever. Just having everything be really, really thin has been really helpful. A lot of times claw decks end up using all for one, and sometimes that ends up as a little bit of a clown fiesta, where you're like putting as many 0-cost cards into the deck as you can to like get a big, because like you care about your shuffle order when you have all for one. So the more cards you have, the more it feels like you could put all the 0-cost cards in the discard and then like go get them back and then do that again. So that's generally the way that claw decks go, is actually being like a fairly large deck. But this is just trying to be a claw-dense deck, which is kind of unusual. I think I'll play Defrag just for energy economy. I guess I could argue for Compile Driver for the same reason. But I could save it for Rainbow and lots of stuff later. Alright, we've got a double claw available. We're almost certainly doing that. We need to block. We can block with just one defend, right? Yeah, blocks for 15. I don't think we need to double our defrag, so I'll go ahead and play that now, just get it out of hand. And Rainbow for the same reason. Get that Dark Orb ticking. That's 5 cards, so it seems good to me. Alright, now comes the turns where we actually have to block. Go for the Eyes is going to end up blocking for 11, so he's going to go down to 30. We block for 9 passively, so we have to block for 21. That sounds like 3 defends. We can do that without doubling anything, so we can afford to double our claw. Okay, so now we want to play all the defensive cards to get slow procs before we play any more claws. So that's going to be at least 2 defends. The last one might be a stack. I think stack is probably the worst card in the deck. I think that's the next card remove if I get another one. Math checks out. Looks like we are blocked. So I'm going to go and play both claws and then Compile Driver. This is... this draws 3 cards. It's likely to draw several claws. Or a claw, at least. I guess we've got 4 claws in a 17-card deck, so approximately a quarter of the deck is a claw. So I guess if we're drawing 3 cards, we don't, on average, draw any claws. Draw slightly less than 1 claw on average. We could go for the Eyes just to stack it up, but we've got 5 cards in hand, so we might as well just set up for next turn. If we want to pay off these slow triggers, we could just play Go for the Eyes and like Cold Snap and Claw now, which is not a terrible idea. But slow procs multiply with card damage, so the higher the claw damage gets, the more important it is to hit that. And I think I'd rather keep 5 cards in hand and combo again next turn than optimize for damage now. Okay. Alright, got a bunch of claws. We're going to dual cast 1, or Echo Form 1. And we need to block for 34, which is like 24 plus 10, so we need to stack to actually do quite a bit of work here. Oh wait, no, we're blocking for 9 passively, probably more. I would take an all-for-one, even though I just talked about how bad all-for-one decks get sometimes. I would still definitely take it. All-for-one would be amazing. We don't have any card draw, so we can't like play all the stack or all the claws and then shuffle. Does that block out 10, 14, 35? Yeah, okay. So then we'll play all the claws. I guess I'll play Go for the Eyes too, just to get a slow proc. And we should get there next turn, hopefully. Oh, I guess not. Alright, looks like we're struggling to survive this turn is the reality. So maybe we need 4 times defend. Let's see, we block passively for 14, so we need to block for 24 more. That's only 3 defends, so I guess we're not having too much problem. So I'll go ahead and double my claw anyway. And get the 3 defends. Actually, I'll play 2 defends and a cold snap. Is that enough? 24 plus 10 is 34, 38. Yep. I'll save the go for the eyes for slow proc later. And get some more claws. Sure. Alright, claw to start with. Oh, he's dead. Okay. That works too. Akabeko, I guess I'll take, because, again, no downside to it. Thunderstrike, we do have Strike Dummy. We don't really have any Lightning Orbs, so that's the main problem with that. These are not claws or card draw. I don't think Strength Pot is better than any of these. Although, I guess you could argue this regen pot is not doing much if we stay at max health all the time. But I think that's kind of a... You should do things that help you when you're losing, so that if you start losing, you have things there to help you. Trading out a regen pot for a strength pot is like something that helps me while I'm winning. So let's skip that. Looks like we're fighting these Orblings. Seems dangerous. He's already starting weakened because we picked up a Rid Mask for 14 gold. So we want to play 3 cards. One of them is going to be Defend. I guess another one's going to be Stack, so that we don't take any damage. Oh wait, no, Defend is enough to make us not take damage. Okay, so if we're playing 3 cards, I guess they're Go for the Eyes, Claw, Compile Driver, just get some damage in. Start stacking up the claws. I'll put Go for the Eyes on him. Normally I would target this guy first because he's buffing, but this guy's already at 40, so we might as well do 10 more to him. And obviously the defend. Oops, I'm gonna restart the fight. I accidentally blew up my pocket watch there. That's clearly wrong. Got to get your pocket watch. Embarrassing. Okay, so the last card is going to be either Compile Driver or Claw. Let's do Compile Driver. Keep the Claw for an Echo Form, maybe. Okay, they are trying to hit us for 29. We're only blocking for 4. That's not enough. That's a big problem. So we need to make up 25 block. We've got a defend for 8 of it. That means we need to make up 17 more. Stack can block for some. Cold Snap can block for 4 here. So Cold Snap blocks for 4. We've got 13 left. Stack can't block for 13. So we're going to take some damage. So do we go for max block and skip the Echo Form, or do we... let's see, what's the alternative here? I guess there's a certain amount of damage that doesn't matter, right? Because we're about to go to a campsite, so Eternal Feather's going to heal us for free. It heals us for 9 for free. So if we take 9 or less damage, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think we probably need Echo Form to win the fight, so we're going to get the max block we can here. Okay. If we remove another card, I think it's a Rainbow. The Dark Orb thing is kind of cute, and it like enables Compile Driver, but like we don't need it, and it's very clunky. Maybe Stack. Alright, so we probably want to kill this Darkling. We can't do that. I guess we could kill him if we either spent the Flex Pot on Cold Snap. Let's see, that would do 11 damage. It isn't enough. Or if we Rainbow Cold Snapped him and the Lightning Orb happened to hit him. Looks like we might be using that Rest Site. Alright, we've got 4 energy and only 6 mana worth of cards we want to play, so we're skipping 2 energy worth of cards. The defends are both happening, so Rainbow Cold Snap is not happening. So it's going to be, we're going to be skipping Rainbow, I think. And do we regen pot now? We only heal for 4 this turn, but it looks like we're going to have plenty of room to heal in the future. Let's see, I wonder what my potion percent is at. I have not been tracking it, and it's going to be difficult to reconstruct. So I don't think I'm going to attempt to estimate. Let's assume it's like 30%. Slightly below average. So if we have a 30% chance to get a potion, and let's assume regen pot heals us for like 10. Oh man, you're probably right. It was probably I probably should have skipped the focus card. I think it is worth regen potting. Okay, so we're killing him. They gave us a turn off, so we're gonna win now. I will use the last claw to kill him. Or I'll use Go for the Eyes to kill him, so that we do activate Pocket Watch this time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you cannot become fooled again. Okay, so now we've got this fight under control. And we're just waiting for a regen pot to tick. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the correct instinct, Redbeardy. I think I agree with that. I mean, we can also just like outclaw him. That's not sarcastic. We can literally just like if the only cards we played were claws and we played 12 claws per turn, I'm pretty sure we would kill him before he would kill us. Let's take down the middle guy, just so that he doesn't keep stacking up his strength. Oh, I guess we win. Oh no, we don't want to win. We're waiting for a healing. Okay, I think a bunch of claws should be enough to win next turn. Clear some hand room, just in case. Alright. We're done healing, so there's that. So it looks like we're going to end up at 61. These aren't good. We did not get our potion back. We could rest for 9 health or toke the stack. Toking the stack does make our claw to deck ratio exactly 1 out of 4, which is nice. I haven't been considering upgrades very much because Toke has been so strong. We could upgrade the other defrag and then get up to 8 focus. 8 focus and 3 orb slots full of frost orbs blocks for 30 per turn, which sounds like enough. I'm gonna toke the stack. We could duplication potion on a defrag. I have had that duplication potion for a while. This is probably the hardest fight in the game, other than maybe the heart, for this kind of a claw deck. Yeah, how are we killing the heart? Oh my god. Do we have any plan at all for killing the heart? Not even in the slightest. Find a glacier at the Act 4 shop? I think we're faster than Donudeka. We could drink the Flex Pot and Purge debuffs here. But yeah, it is. This is going to be a challenge. No win con card. Okay, so if we can get to 35 in this fight, I would consider that a good outcome. Heal with Meat on the Bone. At or slightly below 35, I think, is the goal here, because we're clearly not blocking out. So we want to play 3 cards, or we could play 2 cards and Duplication Potion 1. We could either defrag Duplication Potion Cold Snap, or we could Duplication Potion defrag and then Cold Snap. Those are both reasonable. I think we're throwing a lot of spaghetti at the wall on this turn. I think we're just going in with the Flex Spot and the Duplication Potion. Okay. Okay. So we end up blocking for quite a bit. We do lose some plated armor, but... and we don't trigger Pocket Watch either, but that's okay. Alright, we have 5 cards, so we draw 5 more. Oh wait, we're only drawing 4 now because of the thingy. I guess we could Pellets away the draw reduction. Actually, we could play, like, Defrag, Defend, Claw this turn. Go down the 2 cards in hand, trigger Pocket Watch, remove the draw reduction. I don't hate that. 5 focus is probably enough. Doesn't it apply this turn and next turn? Why does it show up if removing it's pointless? I thought that it... Huh. Interesting. Okay, I think the correct thing to do is do nothing then. Just wait for that Dark Orb. Alright, we can't skip Echo Form, because if we do, we lose. So we're playing Echo Form. Actually, do we need Echo Form? Maybe we don't need Echo Form. Playing Echo Form also lets us purge debuffs. So we can, like, Echo Form, go for the eyes, defend, and then defend again. Yeah, I think we're gonna need Echo Form. Okay, it's hitting for 18. We're already blocked for 18, so we can just stop there. And I think I will. Come on, Dark Orb. You've got one job, and it's killing this guy. So we can double defrag, and get up to 6 focus. We're going to need 3 defends to block. Oh wait, that's not true. We block passively for 15 now, so we only need to block for 9, which is kind of an inconvenient number, because we can only really block for 8. But if we double defrag and then defend, we block out. And then I think we just stop there. These slimes getting caught in the hand are going to be a big deal. Yeah, let's just stop. Alright, we've only got 2 cards to block with. He's hitting for 27, we are blocking for 19. We have Echo Form. Yeah, ending on 10 was a... I was like, we can do it. Alright, well, I guess we just double defend and proc the clock. Okay. If we double defend, we block for 35. Wow, that's convenient. Right? 16 plus 16 plus 3. Yeah, 35. Okay, so we're done. When do we start playing claws? 3, 6, 9. We've got 10 cards, so we're not shuffling this turn. Do we still have Akabiko active? No, we don't. Okay. Do we just throw off a bunch of claws right now? It seems like eventually the plan is to, like, kill him without letting him heal, I think. So we, like, get him close to 240, proc the clock, and then take a whole turn doing a bunch of claws and, like, dual cast. So I think it's time to start working on that win condition. So let's play a bunch of claws. Oh, that's right, there is no dual cast. I forgot about that. Good point, good point. Okay, so maybe that 60 is not going to be super relevant, but it is still going to be a lot of damage. No, we got rid of Zap too. Just a cold snap and a bunch of defrags. Well, I removed the strikes too. There's no strikes. If there were still strikes, I would get rid of them for sure. I should have gotten rid of the compile driver. That didn't end up being any good. I wish I got rid of the whole rainbow compile driver thing. This deck would be better if we didn't have that. Just cold snaps, defrags, and claws. And a cat. A really loud cat. Yeah. You came up to me and you yelled, and then you got captured. That's true. I guess I shouldn't criticize Rainbow Compile Driver too much. It has been really good. But I think the time when it's really good is over. Yeah, we are going to have to play Slimes eventually. Is that time now? I think this turn we just want to play 4 claws so that we draw 5 cards. Coconut strongly disagrees. She's like, only cats get claws. No human claws, no robot claws, just cats. Alright, it's hitting us for 33. We don't have any block available except for this 1 copy of Defend. So why don't we play that 1 Defend? Oh wait, we have Go for the Eyes too, that blocks. But the 1 Defend does some good work. We do have a 2nd Defend. That's a sharp eye right there. Did not see that coming. Alright, back up to 1 on the exercise count. Can't see past the slimes. Is my camera in the way? No, it's fine. Oh, you just can't see how many cards are in the discard pile? Yeah. I figured that's not really super important information. I'm okay with blocking that with my face. Yeah, I think we're just gonna wait here. We end on 8, so next turn we can, like, defend Cold Snap to block. And Claw, probably. Go for the Eyes, if it's, like, somehow really intense. Okay. Hand is full. Double defend blocks. We're going to need a little bit more block than that if we do proc the clock, and we are on 10 now, so we're probably procking the clock. So let's go ahead and cold snap and claw. Okay. Sitting for 37 now, so our standard 35 will not be enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this slime here pretty quick. Can we split him this turn? Maybe we try and split him like next turn. We have 2 claws coming up. So if we like double cast a claw here, we do 36, puts him down to, no, not close. It's like 342. Yeah, double defend, go for the eyes, does block out. When are we need to start clawing him to death. I want my echo forms to go on my claws. Everybody in chat's being all responsible. Clearing slime. Fine. Okay, so we'll clear slime down to 5 cards in hand. I guess there's no downside to clearing an extra slime here. Puts us 7 on the clock. Oh, did we play an extra defend? We ended up with 8 block. I think I did my math wrong. Oh, because he's weak. The weak was surprised me with how powerful it was. Alright, he is hitting us for 27. If we play a single defend, that blocks out perfectly. So I'm going to double claw and leave the clock on 10. That seems bad. If we proc the clock this turn, we take like 6 damage or something. Alright, so let's double claw and defend 3 slimes. Or 2 slimes, I guess. Okay. So we need to split him, and then let him heal, and then cold snap that dark orb on his face. So if we claw now, this says 44, plus this one would do 26. So 44 plus 26 is 80. Wait, no it's not, 70. So it does 70 damage, it would put him to 260. It's not enough. So we're going to need more claws to get there. So we're going to have to go to another clock cycle, I think. Meanwhile, we need to block so that we don't die. I think we need to be double defending this turn. Is it like triple defend? Let's see, so we've got 18 passive block. He's hitting for 39, so we have to block for 21. That does sound like 3 defends. We've only got 2 in hand, so we need a double one. Okay, so we've done that. We need to get down to 5 cards in hand. So we will claw him. Let's see. So if we claw him now, and then we double claw him next turn, does he split? So he takes 24, and goes to, I don't know, some number. 287? Is that right? 287? Seems right. So he goes down 287, and then we double hit him with this for 26. That's 52. So 287 minus 52 is a pretty good split. Actually, it leaves him at 5. Yeah, that's an okay split. Okay. And then he heals. We get rid of Slime to proc the clock. And then with a fresh clock cycle, we like double claw Cold Snap him to death. I don't think we can skip phase 2. If we had dual cast, yeah. But we're like struggling to keep up with block here. I think we're proccing him next turn. Although we do have Go for the Eyes next turn. Energy for Slime. Yes, I think so. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of how big the Dark Orb is. We're gonna split him, let him heal, and then hit him with the big Dark Orb. Like, we've got a plan. It's pretty reasonable. So with Go for the Eyes, he's gonna hit for, let's see, so 15 is greater than 12, so he's losing 4. So he's gonna hit us for 11 times 3, it's 33. We are blocking for 18. 18 plus, it looks like it's going to be just 8. 18 plus 8 is 26, so we're taking a little bit of damage to develop the double claw here, but I don't think we can split without it. I don't see how we're getting a handful of claws. Maybe we are getting a handful of claws. So your line is double defend, Go for the Eyes this turn, draw 4 claws. Maybe that does work. Okay, alright. I think I'm on board with skipping phase 2. So we have to play 2 cards this turn. I guess that means Compile Driver Slime, because we can't play Cold Snap or Claw. I guess we... If we play Claw, it doesn't break the combo. It actually doesn't even split him. And then we do this so that we draw all 7 cards and we don't miss any claws. Okay. Okay, so he's at exactly 240. So he actually doesn't split if he's on exactly 240, because his thing heals him. So if he can't heal, he doesn't do it. So we got 140, so we only need to do 100 damage. So we did it. Okay. I mean, taking Meat on the Bone could have healed us for 2. That's true. Alright, so we're down a bunch of potions now. Probably want to play 3 cards and not Compile Driver. So that's going to be like Rainbow Defrag Claw. Okay. Awakened one's like, hey, that's illegal. Can't play powers. Have you heard about this power called Echo Form? I quite like it. We're pretty good against that Awakened one. We only play like 3 powers. Not too afraid. We do have to survive this turn, though, and we have to play Echo Form, or else we're going to have trouble stacking claws. So I think it's just going to be Echo Form, double defend, double claw. I guess I'll keep that claw. No, it skips a shuffle if we keep it, so we'll shuffle it. Okay. So now we get to do double claw stuff. I guess we could do double cold snap instead. Let's see. So we want to kill at least one cultist. And we want to go for the eyes on awakened one. If we're going to try turbo really hard, we could compile driver for 3 before we cold snap. Oh, it's Bits. Thanks, Pixel Noise. Appreciate it. Yeah, we did a boss relic swap. This is one of the worst fights for it because he's got a big multi-attack. But it's been serving us pretty well so far. Kind of weird to get an energy relic and then go into claws anyway, but that's what we did. Okay, we have to survive this turn, right? This turn is looking pretty dangerous. We might need to Gambler's Brew, but if we do, we can find some stuff. Let's assume we kill him and that we don't weaken him. So he hits for 12, he hits for... he's above 12, so he loses 4 damage, so 9 times 4 is 36. 36 plus 12 is 48. Currently have 6 block, putting us in an effective health total of 23. We have Echo Form up, so I guess the most block we can get is from Defend. If we evoke Frost Orb, it says only block for 7. So we should start with double Defend, I think. Okay. Now with that out of the way, we should kill him. 7 puts him at 22. 9 plus 11 is 20. That's inconvenient. I guess we're going to draw more claws. So we can do 2 more damage than that pretty easily. By clawing somebody else first. Okay. That's nice. Go for the eyes on him is always happening. And then it seems like the last energy is getting spent on triple defend. Or as many defenses as it takes. Currently blocking for 22. What did I say they were attacking for? 48? Yeah, 48. So we need to block for... We can block for 24 more, so that puts us only taking a small amount of damage. And I'll use the claw because we're about to shuffle. Okay, taking 2. Alright, double claw does 34 damage, that kills cultist if we want. We could do that and then double defend and block out. Seems fine. Compile driver helps us turbo draw. Get those claws. And weaken them as well. Weaken them more. We'll hold the defend and the other defensive tools, because we can. We could cold snap now, that would help us block more per turn. Sure. Okay. We have 2 defends. I think I'm actually going to use a double defend, because I'm interested in economizing on the defends in hand, in case we don't draw more. I guess we're guaranteed to draw more. Okay. I guess I'll double claw then. Okay. We can double compile driver to draw 6. That's fun. Oh wait, that only draws 4. Drawing 4 is still fun. Okay. Let's see, he's hitting for 36 this turn. Do we need to triple defend? We can't reduce the damage because he's already weak. Okay, so he's hitting for 36, we're blocking for 9. So we need to block for 25 more. That does sound like 3 defends, so we'll do that. That's true, Cold Snap does defend. Slight misordering there. I should have played just one of the defends and then the compile driver. Do I need to rotate the orb? It seems like keeping the Frost Orb here is actually a resource, so I can use that for block later. Okay, he's back to hitting for 20, so we just need 2 defends. We have 2 defends, so let's... Actually, we can't play 4 claws or else we kill him. I'm presuming we're keeping him on life support for a little while. Looks like we can't play that claw either. There's no such thing as fully scaled. We could kill him with a single claw in the second phase. I think the most important thing is that we... how do we get double defrag? That's what I really want. Okay, double defend blocks out this turn. If we play Go for the Eyes, we can't play Claw. I'll just play a Claw and hold the Go for the Eyes. Okay. Double defend is necessary. Sitting for 36 again, we're blocking for 24 currently. Now we're blocking for 32. Might as well block out all the way. Alright, a single double defend walks out. Single double. Can we hit him with another claw? Looks like we might have to emergency kill him here. Yeah, we don't have enough block. I guess if we 3 times defend on Cold Snap, we do almost enough. That's 24 plus 7. 24 plus 7 is 31, plus the 8 from the 2 Frost Orbs is 39. He ends up hitting for 36, so we can block out. Okay. Alright, well I'm not going to treat it like an emergency unless it is one. So we will block out. Right, 39, yeah. 36. Okay. Double defend, blocks out this turn, lets me get another claw. Double defend, go for the eyes, blocks out here. Pausing the awakened one. Okay. Would you need 5 defense to block him out? It looks like we have that. Yeah, we're blocking for 40 here. Okay. Double defend, go for the eyes, blocked out. Can't use a claw because he is not regenerating fast enough. Need more health, awakened one. Okay, so this is the point. Now we can't block out enough. So here's a question: if we play 2 claws, do we get full value for the second one? Oh wait, actually the second one hits. He's got enough health for that. Okay, so we'll play 2 claws. Should be fine for the second phase. We could clear some hand room. I guess we should have... No, we're fine. Okay, he's hitting for 47. We kill him, right? So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 claws. So that's 250 damage-ish, and this does 130. That's plenty. I guess I never know when to stop. Because I didn't actually do the math. I was just like, oh great, we can't go any further, so I guess we've gone far enough. Okay. Act 4. That's true, I could have played Defrag. He was sitting in hand for so long, just waiting for his chance. Alright, we only get 3 healing out of resting, so we're probably not doing that. So it looks like we do get 1 more toke. Just for good old time's sake. Compile driver? Yeah, I still don't know how we beat the heart. Maybe we upgrade the defrag now. Yeah, that seems good, right? And then maybe there's like a capacitor or something at the store that lets us actually block the heart. I don't know what we're doing with this deck. I don't know how we win. Act 4 is such a mystery. But upgraded defrag can't be too far off, right? Tungsten rod. We don't have enough money for a tungsten rod, but that would be nice. Static discharge? Does that ever work? Get another claw. It's just what this deck needs. Yeah, static discharge is like it's a really interesting card. We don't have a ton of focus, but it might be enough to push us over the edge. So assuming he hits us with all 15 attacks of a big old heart attack, then we channel 30 lightning. Wait, why does it help block? You mean because, like, if we had frost orbs pre-existing? Yeah, it would help if we had frost orbs. We do only have that 1 cold snap, so can't super rely on having a lot of frost orbs, but we can play that 1 frost orb pretty reliably. If we could buy the cultist potion, would that help? We can't, and it wouldn't, so no, and stop thinking about it. We could buy charged battery. That's a card that says block. This is just utterly hopeless, right? It's completely impossible. That's true, we can't echo form static. That's pretty insane. But, like, you just hit a damage cap eventually, right? It's not like you can really win that way. That gives you, like, 1 turn of damage cap, and then if you try it again, you die. But I have had the heart have lethal damage queued up, but he kills himself first. Like, that is definitely possible. Like, we can race the heart. It's just that we're not super likely to win that race in this current situation. Yeah, I mean, I see some hope in static discharge, and it doesn't make the deck any worse. So let's give it a shot. We'll have to see how the shuffles come up. All right, we've got a turn 1 echo form. I wish that you could purge the surrounded debuff. That'd be fun. Yeah, we spent a lot of resources on that that Time Lord. And it was worth it, right? Because we needed it. We needed every bit of it. But now we are depleted. And X4 has no mercy. If we play double defend, we end up with the correct hand size. I guess the same thing for Rainbow Claw. Rainbow Claw makes me feel like I'm not blocking enough. Double defend makes me feel like I'm blocking too much. I guess Defend Claw is kind of a middle ground. Block for 14, or block for 12, take 2. Keep a defend for your next turn. We got sort of the, is this fortunate or unfortunate that he's not attacking? I don't know. Having them both attack on turn 2 is always brutal, but I'm not sure what alternative there is to it being brutal here. Does Dupe Echo even help? Let's do this. I think that's reasonable. I don't know if we're getting to the heart. It's hard to imagine winning this fight. Dupe Echo was a win con for the heart. Makes your defense block 1,000,000, so you get through 2 cycles. But it doesn't make your defense block for any more than they do currently. I mean, I guess we could double play 2 defense. That would be nice. I think the secret hero of this deck is the Ancient Writing event. We like almost took a card remove for the Ancient Writing, but these defend pluses have been like the only thing standing between us and losing for so long. Okay, so this turn is a lot of damage. 66 damage coming in, thanks to math for that one. We can block for 24, and that's about it. Cold Snap blocks for 2. Rainbow blocks for 2. Oh, we have 3 defense, so we can block for 32. Well, I guess we should do that, and then figure out what else is happening. Burns are leaving hand. Ascender's Bane is leaving hand, so we're left with 4 cards, so we don't need to play more to draw. We could play Rainbow to block for 2 and set up a Compile Driver. We could play Static Discharge to develop 8 Lightning Orbs. That does some work. Developing 8 Lightning Orbs sounds like a good plan. Also, if we do play it with Cold Snap, then we block a little bit. Also, purging debuffs. Hey, look at that. Ooh, we actually messed up, so we took 0 damage from the first one, which was not what I was intending. Okay. So we can double defrag, and actually we probably want to double go for the eyes here, which seems horrible, but is the only way to actually weaken him. And otherwise he just straight up murders us. So let's do that. Yeah, a little bit of a gap here in the block department. We can use Rainbow Compile Driver to draw some cards, which means that we can draw towards our claw stuff. So we're going to play that to get extra damage from the Lightning Orbs. I'm going to put both of the claws on the spear because his damage matters more. Do we just play Vegetablebread too? No, we're hoping to draw a defend. So let's give ourselves an energy for when that happens. We drew 2 defends. Okay, well. We can't turn around. I guess we could just hold the claw. There's no advantage to playing the claw right now, I think. So I'll hold it. It could be a free turnaround that we need next turn, too. Alright, well, we've set up meat on the bones. That's our main goal for the fight. Um, Dark Orb is hitting the wrong target currently. We can make it the right target with a couple of claws. Okay, so how do we survive this turn? They're hitting us for 26, 38. We have some block cards, so we survive. But I think we need all the blocks, so let's get all the block. And then let's turn around so that the Dark Orb knows what's up. And then Cold Snap. And do we need to play the rest of the things? Defrag blocks for 2. Okay, so sorry, I calculated the damage wrong because I was facing the wrong direction. So now we're taking 19 plus 18 is 37. Currently blocking for 20. So if we block for 16 more, that's approximately correct. Alright, so let's just block it all. Okay. And we'll keep a claw in case we need to turn around or something. Ooh, the lightning orb's got the right target, that's nice. Okay. Why did your mom turn into a bucket of ice cubes? Oh, because you're Wonder Putty? Is that... Are you making a joke about that cartoon with the Wonder Twins? I'm so confused. 13 twice is 26 plus 17. 26 plus 17 is 35. Nope. 45. 45 could be enough. We can also Gambler's Brew. Alright, I think we need to get lethal on Spire Spear here. So let's give it a shot. Go for the Eyes doesn't help. So I'm going to include it in the brew. One claw to rule them all. Thanks, Claw. Okay, we're blocked out this turn. I'll keep a claw in hand, just because I might need it. I might dual cast it or something. Who knows? Probably going to double defend here. Compile Driver could draw 4. Do we need to draw a specific card? Go for the Eyes would be nice. Get a 2/3 chance of drawing it, approximately. And we have 6 cards in hand outside of Compile Driver, so we would be able to draw 4. Sure. Go ahead and weaken him. Currently blocking for 5. We need 25 more. Sounds like 3 defends. And a Cold Snap for a little bit of extra. For the burns. Oh my god, if orbs turned around, you would randomly die in this fight so often. You're like, please, orbs, don't kill me. He's blocking. He probably doesn't attack next turn. I guess I'll play the claw so it's in the shuffle. After this turn, he is at like less than 100 health, so we can just kill him next turn, I think. But yeah, this turn he's trolling us, saying, haha, he can't get me. Is there another claw in there? There isn't. Keep that ball. Okay. Alright, pretty sure that's enough. It is. Okay, we made it to the heart. Get a backup Echo Form. Redbeardy wanted to Echo Form the Echo Form. Seems like getting a second Echo Form kind of does that. Except that we have to play it. I think this makes things better, right? Okay. Well, it's an achievement to get a claw deck to the heart, so I just want to take a second to, you know, acknowledge that. That's nice. Okay, so we want to play 3 cards this turn. Those cards are probably Defend, Static Discharge, Cold Snap. We do have a motion chip. Let's see. Is that worth it? I don't think that's worth it. We only have 1 Frost Orb. We'd be taking 4 damage to save 2 health. Seems wrong. Discharge for Cleanse is a really good point. I definitely should have done that. Okay, we can weaken him, which is a pretty big deal. So we're probably going to play, like, go for the eyes, defend, defrag, defend, or something. Gosh, how does this even work? We need to develop Echo Form, right? I think we're taking damage whether we want to or not, so we can defend before the beat damage and still proc a motion chip. We're just dying probably this turn, right? I want to play, like, defend, Echo Form, go for the eyes. Yeah, I don't think we can block for 51. So maybe Compile Driver can draw something. And that thing would be another defend. That's true. Okay, so right. We remove vulnerable. Okay, everybody's right. Good point. So we played an attack and we played 2 attacks. Okay. Okay, so we've purged debuff. Now he's only had acting for 34. So then we can play defend and compile driver. Or compile driver to look for something. We've played 3 cards. We could just stop there. We technically survive. We have 4 cards that stay in hand, so we would get an extra 1 card draw if we stop now. I don't think that's wise. Yeah, this is just impossible, right? Okay. Well, that doesn't look like enough health that we can take unblock attack damage enough times for the static discharge to matter. Man, the Heart is having none of it. He just completely and immediately shut this deck down. We've got nothing. We've got 1 defend. He's hitting for 30. Yeah, this is over. Alright, well, we are going to hit him with the claws out of respect for the claw culture. Okay. Alright, we made it. We took a claw deck to the heart. It's technically a win if we were climbing Ascensions. Anytime you get past the Act 3 bosses, that's a win, so I'm gonna count it as a win for myself as well. But we did not manage to kill the heart. Very close, though. Yeah, bunch of claws. We surprisingly important peace pipe. These early relics really rescued us. This like we didn't get many relics in Act 1. We got Philosopher's Stone through Potion Belt, but like the pocket watch was huge. The peace pipe was huge. The threaded needle was not that important. Potion Belt was not that important, but like those two were massive. And then the runic pyramid really like was the gooey core of the deck. Doing a lot of Echo Form stuff. Dual casting claws. Had a lot of trouble in the Time Lord fight, but we did get past it. But we spent a lot of our best potions there, and we were left pretty unprepared for the heart. We also lost a lot of health to the Act 4 elites. I got a silent win the other day. Ironclad I've always struggled with. Ironclad is my worst class by far. I'm not sure what the deal is. It's supposed to be like the easiest one, but I can't ever make it happen. Okay. Alright. Well, that's it for this run.